phone start rumbling now. Right, so just talking my stomach. I did eat, but I've not had enough today, so I'm going to eat more. Right, I'm just going to check that I can hear myself. Right, so oh, yeah, it is because. Right, so I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I was just trying to think. I was like, did I manage to get back after Monday? And I didn't. It just flew in. Um, so yeah, so Renee bought me these rune cards, and they literally they just arrived a few hours ago. So that's like a week earlier than what I think they were meant to arrive the 16th. So I got them. So yay! So sorry, I opened the early birthday present. But they're quite short as well, so I thought we could have some fun with them. Um, and yeah, and so yeah, so the big thing is. I have decided to, so I I gave warning that I'd had really strong downloads about it would be good for me and for everyone to run the Fuck It Let's Go challenge like this Monday. So, but I had to think about it carefully because it means that the last day of it is my birthday, but it clearly means it's completely meant to be because if you think about what I'm always building up to, it's, 418, 18.4. It means inner union and it means union. And so I really do feel, the last time I ran the challenge in public on here, it doesn't translate well. I'm not going to lie to you. For me, anyway, like basically, you guys get more out of this. Sometimes I do get more, so basically, sometimes I do get energy back, meaning like I'm going to pour a shitload of energy out Monday to Friday. I've already done it, like, so I'm not, again, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I could be here an hour. 2020, that's a judgment card twice. Huge, big awakening moments I feel are going on for many people. But um, yeah, I've poured out a lot of energy today because I've filmed all of the pre-recorded videos. So basically the gist is, right, I don't know where to start. Um, if you don't know what the Fuck It Let's Go challenge is, right, is surely you will have heard me saying this at some point, even if you're fairly new. What it is when I was trying to bust through my limiting beliefs and my fears and my blocks around loads of things, like just being more confident, knowing that I had a huge calling, not only to help whoever's got a soul contract with me, whoever I need to deliver a mediumship message to, shamanic healing, blah, 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 but also because since I was young, like the past 20 years, I have been told that I was going to be doing this, you know what I mean? And it's always been mentioned. Yeah, it's just always variations of this have been mentioned. And like I said, I just felt it myself. So, um, but that's challenging when one has every superpower slash difficulty we'll just say, challenges, blocks in the way to life in general. But the way that I get around that is like, yeah, I've got loads of superpower skills that can help people with loads of other things that other people just can't even go anywhere near for themselves or for other people, all based around clearing deep emotions and like motivating people. Um, but yeah, the things that I'm not so good at or that I get flustered, I attract lots of amazing people, which are you guys that can help me sort my ideas out. And that's why I just always try to share what I've done in my journey, which is basically um I've had periods where I stay stuck at years, definitely when it comes to specifically YouTube. I was stuck for years and years and years until I wasn't. And all of it was so divinely timed. It was when it was my North Node return, my North Node's in Gemini, when it was my North Node return, that was when I put up the first shamanic journey, which since from 2020, that infamous year, oh yeah, shit, that's what 2020 meant too. They keep doing that. I just didn't even see now it's 2022. So we've jumped from I love what they're doing right now. Again, that is so mental because I was fiddling about and yeah. They've made me faff about so that I started at 2020 and now it's 2022. Um, it's because the challenge is about jump quantum leap into your highest timeline. So, but there must be talking here about people's past, like, you know, but now that is literally, as I'm saying it, it's narrating it with the now it's 2023. Yeah, they're just telling you. I've been on quite a journey from even then, from 2020 to putting up my shamanic journeys, because it was difficult for me because I'm like, right, I'm still making next to no money, but you're wanting me to put up these journeys, which basically I know they're equivalent to what people could pay for, and I could charge for that. Like I could put that unlisted and make, you know what I mean? I know that, but I knew it wasn't what it was meant to do. A lot of my purpose is to be in the public, helping the public, trusting that that abundance comes back to me, and it does. But it's taken quite a while, but it's starting to come now. So, yeah, and then so 2022 could be significant to you too. 2023 could be significant. You know, it's because it's 2023. It's really funny how they're pulling my eyes to the time. But yeah, I know specifically what that means to me as well. Like 2020 was when I put up the journeys, but 2022 and 2023, I have went through huge transformations yet again. Definitely specifically the twin flame journey, which was just like the next level of what I always describe of like really, really put myself first, even more so. Like whether, basically in all senses of the word. So, but the focus that we're going to choose, the group focus that really strongly came through, you'll see because I have the epiphanies as I'm filming the videos. It's to do with weight release. So weight loss, yes, is what most people call it. I call it weight release because we don't want to be finding that weight again. Do you know, I don't know about you, but once I fucking lose that weight, I'm not wanting to find it. You know, when you lose something, you do typically want to find it, don't you? Unless you want to lose it. So we call it weight release. Wait a minute, I'm just getting that up there. So, but, and I said this on the wee video, by the way, I'm also just making sure it's hilarious, right? I think they're having a laugh with this talk too, because I realised that, see, now it's jumped to, well, obviously it's going to, it's the time, but it's 2020, now it's 2025. Like, and before I got to say 2024, so you know when they're saying you can jump, now we're in the present moment and it's fuck it, let's go. Time to fit. That's what they're saying. Some mind blown. Sorry, I'm getting too excited, but sorry, not sorry. Some of you are stuck in the past. That's what they're trying to tell me right now. Some of you are stuck in the past because I started saying it all at 2020 and it's jumped. Some of you have been stuck in the past since 2020. I mean, a lot longer than that, but some of you, I feel some of you have been stuck with karmic friends, karmic family, karmic clients. Shit, I just heard for some people, karmic, like, you know, lovers, definitely, you know, karmic, whoever. And it's just in the sense of they're keeping you stuck in a karmic cycle. So again, because people can associate so much shitty energy with karmic. And it's why I always say, like, it's not like I won't ever do that, but rarely do I call somebody a karmic. I just think it's a bit disrespectful. We're a karmic in somebody's life too. But sometimes it can just roll off the tongue, and other people say it too. But you know, just because somebody's like a karmic family member, it doesn't mean that like, oh, they're the devil. It just means like they are keeping you stuck in some sort of level of their comfort zone when you could actually soar. So, you know, and sometimes it is darker stuff than that. And, you know, you don't know that because I know that because of my sessions I do. And, you know that because it'll be your experience. But, and sometimes the sad thing is a lot of you can't even see it. Definitely if it's like codependent friendships and stuff, that's very common that you just, you know, you don't want to think bad of people, but some people are holding you back. Sorry. When I look down, this looks too baby. But when I'm looking on the screen, it's like, it's just as annoying. It's like one of the, anyway, why does it do that? It's like, I'm just like, I've actually got a clip at the back too. It's a lot worse than this. But anyway, the point is, I think they've got me wear this for many reasons. Because if you're new, everything I wear is part of it, right? The colours and if it's got words on it. And I remember wearing this top on my birthday 4 years ago. So do you know what I mean? Like, so, and the funny thing is, when I found a voice note that was a minute long, that and also my throat went a bit funny there, so I'm picking up on throat chakra blocks again. But I made a voice note that was only a minute, and it was when I was on a walk with my mum and my youngest niece. And yeah, it was all about weight release, right? Like, and it was quite funny because I was like, I was like, right, I'm going to do that one day, and I hadn't done it yet. Like, I ticked other themes, but this is the year where we're going to do that. And providing how this translates on YouTube this time, I'll probably run another one of these quite soon. But let's not, you know, jump ahead too soon before I find out. Because, like I said, I can guarantee you are going to get a lot from this. It's me that takes the risk. because like transparency, when we start it on Monday, I'll get you to do the prompts. I'm going to show up live every night to cheer you on. And then midweek after we do the meditation, the quantum basically timeline jump I'm going to take us on, then I'll start putting out the offers, and I'll have like my big offers, middle offers, and other sort of ones. And it's up to you whether you feel they're in alignment with where you're stuck or where you're in pain. The challenge might have actually taken the edge off, and you're like, no, I don't need to take any of that. I've got this. But the point is a lot of the time, the challenge will really help you, and then you'll be like, yeah, I want to do the further work. So it's like I said, like I do get something out of it usually, even if just like one person buys something or a couple. But it's better, like if more than one person, then hooray. Especially because it's my birthday, guys. But again, don't feel sorry for me in that way. It's just it has happened in that, it's happened in that way. Like I said, I'm already feeling like, I feel like I've been in a birthday vibe the last month, never mind whatever. So, and I just feel because my energy's in that state, it's a good time to do this. But yeah, so weight release is a group focus that I'm going to hold the intention for. But like I said, if you actually have had some type of eating disorder in the past, or you still have got something where you're not eating enough, obviously common sense, this isn't the challenge for you. Or you could just hold the intention that you want to work on, eating more or something. But again, I would say that's more specific to book a private, personal session with me, and I can help you. It would really be a package, and I can help you that. But again, that's common sense, but I have to say it. But also, it's not just about weight release, right? Because as I was filming it, I've not pieced it, I added an extra bit on because when I listened to my voice note, because this is the thing, it's hard to explain, but yeah, I recorded that 2021, and then I forgot about it. I was like, wait a minute, and then I put it. Thank God I titled it. So I put my phone, listened to it, and I was like, oh, and so I added a bit on the day one, and it was basically I was going to focus it around if you've got an addiction or something. So say you've got an addiction to a certain type of food, or an addiction to food full stop, or like a sex addiction, or like YouTube addiction, or social media addiction, or blah blah. Like we can stretch this to whatever, or alcohol, drugs, blah blah blah. So this is getting pretty deep now. We've went from weight release to heavier shit. But you kind of get the gist. As I was filming all 5 videos, it was clear that this is really going to be a free delivery free 5-day challenge in disguise. So, and it was quite clear that it's because, now this is going to be triggering, but I have to say it, it's because some of you, regardless of whether you are female or male, divine feminine or divine masculine, so yeah, that might surprise you, but like I've said, there are some divine feminine, male and female, that they're not reaching out for help either because they don't know who to trust. They're worried people are going to tell their stuff if they're more kind of widely known. So I feel this is like really to help quite a few people. So like I said, I have to put my ego aside to do that too. But yeah, it's a way to, but mainly whoever that, again, like I said, I'm describing it, and if the shoe fits, if you get really honest, you'll know if this is you. It's those of you that aren't valuing yourself enough, or like I said, it could be not putting your pride aside to ask for help wherever you need that help. So I'm doing that for you, whoever that is out there, men, women, whatever. Also, whether you're a twin flame or not, by the way, because it's going to motivate you, right? But because I'm going to carry that group intention and hold that all week. And so just if you want to follow the prompts, just watch the videos every day that I release 144 UK time in the afternoon, and so I think that's morning for quite a lot of use. But just check. The video will be there about then. Well, it'll be exactly then because I'll schedule them, and then I'll be on a live Monday to Thursday, 8 o'clock UK time, like now. Friday, probably a bit earlier. I'll update you like as it gets closer to Friday, but just because it's my birthday, and I'm not doing, like I said, I'm not doing it on my actual birthday because it will just be heaving because it's Good Friday, and I just kind of I don't like when it's busy outside and that. So I've done nice stuff for my mum the other day. We're doing nice stuff tomorrow. That's why I don't want to sit on here forever again. And yeah, so do you know what I mean? It's not really that big a deal. I still could do that at 8 too, but we'll just see. But that's the general gist, right? And don't, this is the thing, right? Like, don't start doing anything now. I'm just sort of telling you generally what it's about, and go in line with each day, because I just go in line with the prompts. Anyway, okay, so that's basically it, right? So um yeah. So now I'm just gonna put in the wee thing that I forgot to. And also, yeah, it was just because I didn't come on again, there weren't loads of people on the other night when I was doing the free cards. If people say hi, you can get a free card. You can donate too, but you can get a free card. And if you do choose to donate, like I'm putting this in, like especially so basically if you pick the 25 quid one, I'll sit and do your message for 15 minutes. If you pick the 45 one, that's 30 minutes. Again, I can't see anyone doing it, but if you do, I wouldn't do loads of them because I've got a bit of energy, but it's just because it takes ages. But like I said, you can get a free card if you just say hi. Otherwise, you're not getting one because you've not said hi, and I don't know who you are, and I don't, you know what I mean? Right. It's a bit wordy. I'm just trying to fit in. Oh, I think I had to take that out before. So So I'm taking out the bit it's got like, a card and clearing blocks, limiting beliefs, because that's what it is. Every time I'm pulling you a card, I'm also infusing it with healing energy to clear your energy blocks. And it works. You will feel it. You see people sharing that on the thing. Right. I'll take away join the channel because you can just that's there all the time. You can find that. There you go. Right, so I've put the overall booking link. Remember to pick the one that's divinely timed session if you're new because you get it at a discount. Just the first time, then you have to pick crystal clear clarity. If you're confused about that, basically there shouldn't be confusion. If you've ever, what if I can calm it down out there? If you've ever had a Zoom with me before, um, you can't pick that basically, right? So yeah, so just to cut out all of the awkwardness that might happen, just that is for brand new people. If you've had a Zoom before and you want something at that price, I have got the hypnosis at that price. As long as you understand, it will just be that. It'll be quicker. It'll be within the hour. You'll have to tell me what you need the help with, and we'll make it sharp, snappy. And because I can do that, you might not think I can do that. I can do it. And then I'll channel clearing activation and whatever you need help with. But what I would say is if you haven't had a session for ages, you need to book the crystal clear clarity because what happens is it happens with everyone basically. If I haven't had a session with you, definitely in over a year, you need a big, massive, huge energy clearing, right? So that first time we talk, okay, that's what it is, and it will just be done through conversation. But you'll feel it, all the energy clears. It takes a lot of energy for me to do it, and and I don't mind spending longer, but that's why you have to book that one. Then the next time we talk, then we can work on whatever else it is. So because the thing is, that's what you would do if I was in a physical shop or if I was doing this in person, you would need an energy clearing first, and then we would work on soul retrieval and stuff. So it's just, but if you come to me more regularly, then those ones are quite good if you're needing sort of help with something. But I think that's all clear in this. So overall booking, which you can also find the one I just spoke about, and then the donation link is there if you want to use Ko-fi for tonight. For if you wanted the 15-minute or the 30-minute, or you can use the inbuilt button, but make sure you Google if you're wanting a 15-minute or a 30-minute one, if you're wanting something more substantial. But again, if you just want a card, you can get it for free because I'm extending the Leo Moon thing. But of course, you can always just donate anyway to be kind for everything that I do all the time. But it's not required. Um, right, let's make a goal. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, so we'll be here longer than. No, I don't want to be. I'm going to set it at that. I think maybe just an hour. I don't believe myself. Depends how much fun we're having. Right, an hour, and then I still want to be. I want to be able to give something away for free, but it's only when we reach the goal. So I'll do it when we reach the goal. I think these are quite. Yeah. Right, I don't know. I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, I'm just playing about with this. So I will, I don't think I'm going to, I might go live tomorrow, but I don't think so. If I go live tomorrow, it'd be at night, but I don't think, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just, I've just wrote anything. It'd be funny. Nobody might come on, and then it's like, well, whatever. Um, but it's just good practice to keep using it. Right. So, but yeah, I think I got into that chat, and then I was started saying something else. Basically, I even feel I've put this top on for loads of reasons. It's connected to Mary Magdalene with the roses on it. Flowers with my flower mediumship and stuff. But it's also because I like the weight I was when I wore this a few years ago, and I've not been able to get back to it. And I'm like, damn it, I am going to fit this, and I'm going to fit it okay, so I can actually wear it outside because I wouldn't wear it outside like I've gotten. Like, it's fine kicking about in my leggings and that, but I need, you know what I mean? We need to get that sorted out, and I'm on it. I'm on it. And again, this challenge will motivate because that's the thing. It will definitely because it's the weight releasing, but it'll motivate you with different things. Because when we've ran this challenge before, right, what I always encourage people to do, especially if it was something like that, don't run in and like pick something that's like, oh, you need to make this big fucking massive leap of faith. Like, yeah, some people will be ready to do things like that in any area of life, by the way. But some people, it's just really don't overwhelm yourself. Like, this is a challenge to help you with procrastination, overwhelm. Specifically, I feel, day one, it's basically going to be around working on limiting beliefs, your insecurities, and like things to do with weight release and how you look. And, I explained it all on day one because it was what was flooding through. And it's going to be deep. If you're not wanting to get right deep down to your dark limiting beliefs, your insecurities, you're not going to want to do this. But I bet you people will lurk. And again, like I said, that's okay. I explained in the video. I know I attract way more lurkers than I do chatters, but I would strongly encourage you to get involved, right? It's safe here in the context of if anybody is a tricky fucker, I'm always looking out for stuff like that. I help people with shadow work, shadow integration, even the sensing it. You know what I mean? I sniff it out and I will nip it in the bud. I won't be nasty to anyone, but I'll have a word if somebody's trying to be wide with somebody else or cheeky on the chat or something. It doesn't happen. It has happened before though, but it doesn't happen very often. In the whole 3.5 years going on doing this, it's really happened not very often. Um, um, yeah, so it's just common sense, it is in public. So yeah, if there's, people can see it in public, but it is a protected space. And what else? Yeah, you can, yeah, every little small step adds up to the big leaps of faith. So like I said, for some people this might be your big leap of faith. It might be something that unlocks something that helps you do something brave. Um I'm hearing loads of songs now to do with that now. But I'm just ignoring it. So for other people, it's just about, smaller steps. So yeah, you'll know that if you've done it before, but I'm just sort of explaining that if you hadn't. Right. So this is going to be boring as fuck if nobody talks, but I'll just, right. So let's just start off with something. Oh yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Before I even looked at the card, I was just about to say it's the moon in Virgo is exactly conjunct. Who the fuck has got throat chakra issues again? This is like I can't even fucking talk. And I had a whole day of practically silence, apart from sorting something out on the phone, like a business thing for, anyway, that was hilarious. Um, yeah, picking up on people's throat stuff. So that's going to come up. Yeah, in this basically the moon is conjunct the south node in Virgo. So it's like what's coming up with the moon right now, especially because we're days away from the full moon in Libra, is it's time to let go of the past. when you're stuck in your south node, you're stuck in the past, you're stuck learning the lessons you've already learned, the karmic lessons. So if it's about work, you're doing work that, you know, it's all right, brings in the money, but you're really good at it, but you're bored of it, and you're actually being called to move into your north node. And that's why I think they made me talk about that when I came on before 2020, when I put up that journey, and then it basically was the start of forcing me to come on here more. But I still dilly dallied a bit even after putting those journeys up. Um, like um, I was, yes, I was doing the Facebook lives. I was doing Facebook mainly, but Facebook and Instagram. I was obviously working with clients for ages. You know, people that were in my memberships loved it. You know, I helped a lot of people, but I knew I was still not at my full capacity. Like I knew I was meant to be on here basically. And not everybody is. So I feel that is special. If you feel really strongly called or pulled to it, you know, you should listen. And that's what I help people with, if that's you. And but yeah, other than that, I was just learning loads. I was learning loads of different skills, which yeah, it was needed and it was what I was meant to do. But I do feel at a certain point, you know, you can keep learning things, and you're just delaying jumping into, you know, being in my case, because Sagittarius South Node is like learning and teaching, but it was more the learning. Like I was just learning loads of different things. And North Node Gemini, you've got to turn into the teacher. You've got to share it, right? That's the way that I see it. Sharing information is Gemini, and communication too. And obviously, all the healing comes through my voice. So there's, like I said, if you want to know about yours personally, that is what I would look at. It would be my bigger session, my chakra soul empowerment, where I look at basically I map out your soul with the cards and my own spread that I designed. And yeah, it's changed people's lives. It's got them out of mundane, boring jobs or not working at all to follow in their calling, New Earth sort of, you know, their own unique New Earth sort of spinning it. So that's loads of people. And the only difference is it's went up in price because I've been doing it for 10 years. So obviously it's, you know, the better, the more I've done it. But from when I first started doing it 10 years ago, people got amazing results. So, but it's, yeah, that's the only difference. And psychic astrology empowerment reading, again, same thing, been doing that for about that as well. And, you know, that's when I look at your chart and I'll weave all my different gifts together and I'll read what I see on the chart. And the thing is that because like I didn't study astrology, it just sort of flows in and I channel it. It's like I'm quite a good, it's if you've had your chart read by somebody that's like, you know, really explaining it really complex astrology, which I think is hilarious because some of you think that's me too. But again, it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, I do know a lot about astrology and I can understand it when somebody talks to me like that. But the way that I tend to put it out is more in layman's terms, I suppose, a lot, or like, you know, putting it in an everyday sort of sense where people are like, what the fuck does that mean? You know, it's like people when people say these funny things like, you know, I believe my son is in the her sister's house or something. I think that's a line out of You've Got Mail. So that could be significant here. Because actually You've Got Mail is see how they just leave me. It's so funny they do that. You've Got Mail, that whole film is basically about their pride, both their pride and ego getting in the way. Like they think they're too different, but actually they're really quite well. Really, they're talking to each other. You know, he realizes he's talking to her, and she doesn't realize till the end of the film, and she's like, "I wanted it to be you." Fuck. So maybe somebody's getting catfished by their twin flame. That's that actually that does kind of fit with that, doesn't it? Because well, whatever you get from that, or it's just that you've both got a clash and you can clash personalities at times, and then you're like, actually, we're quite similar. That's probably what the thing is most likely to be there. But you can take whatever you want out of that. But I love what they're doing here. This might just if nobody ends up chatting and saying hi, this might just be me sort of giving another warning about the challenge. And then I'll read this one of these rune cards, and then I'll get off. But like I said, just say hi if you want a card because I've got them here. But look, Moon conjunct the South Node. Attend to the details. Last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details. Like that's literally what we're in now. So that's lovely. So Moon in Virgo, right? Like you could be really overthinking, worrying, getting like being like overthinking, busy. Just that I'm getting overthinking and really worried, right? Because I posted trouble, 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 trouble. I mean, this is basically how it goes, isn't it? But you know, it's got something about worry in that, you know, and then it's saved by woman. Again, that's not actually one of my again, I don't not like it, but it's the most well known. my favourite, I'd said to Renee in the comments, and but that's funny. I knew basically, I think, yeah, they're going to get that. That'll be the song for today. They're going to get me to post a song every day because it makes sense when I'm all about the songs. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's very good for the algorithm. They give a fuck. It's fun. Do you know what I mean? So when they give me a song, I'm just put it out. So it will be something that means a lot to one of you one day and blah blah blah. So, but it'll be a collective message too. Yeah. So it's about attending to the details. And then look, this is what we're starting on Monday. At new moon in Scorpio, it's not a new moon, but it is a moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. We're going to be working through. Wait a minute. All right. We're going to be working through your fears if you want to do this. But they're wanting you to make a head start now. Wait a minute. It's so annoying because it doesn't. That should do it at some point. Yeah. We're going to be working through our fears Monday, Tuesday. And then we're going to take the quantum leap, quantum jump on, what does that say? Your hard work's paying off. There's another message too. I could take that too. But oh yeah, because we'll finish on the Friday on my actual birthday. It will be a Capricorn moon at night, so it's not exactly giving party mode, is it? But it is like, ooh, your hard work's paid off. But yeah, the Wednesday Thursday will be fun because that'll be like a party because that's my placements. But like like I said, I make no secret about it. I do love my Sag moon in particular, but because if I didn't have that Aries fire and the Sagittarius fire, my Scorpio is so intense in my chart, I would just be like serious like every damn day, and like I would probably wouldn't be able to have a laugh. I wouldn't be able to see the bright side in the darkness. You know what I mean? I would be a different person. But again, if you've got a lot of kind of if you've got this mix of whatever, don't my biggest pet hate is when people say they've got bad placements or a bad chart. I can always see what your soul is all about and what the aim was when you came in here. So that's why I'm saying that. Like you might have had an astrological reading and somebody does it one way, especially if it was really sort of textbook. And then what you do with me, it's like I'm going to be able to pull out different. That's the thing with every type of astrology, but definitely because it's like mixed in with shamanic energy clearing, mediumship, inner child healing, soul healing. You know what I mean? It's really quite different. And so it's yeah, people love it basically. I'll put one of the reviews in the comments. But yeah, so attend to the details now, prepare mentally for doing the challenge. Um, and like I said, if you've got some real stubborn sort of habits, addictions that aren't shifting, let's shift them, right? And then if you want to go deeper with the one-to-one work, you can do that too. So talking to that, I actually pulled one of these cards for myself. So I'm going to read the one I pulled for myself because I just sort of scanned it and I was like, oh, I feel this is for everyone. So because like I said, there is always a theme, like with what they inspire me to do. It helps when it's something that like I'm wanting to do for myself too, because it motivates me to pour the energy in for everyone else, and then I get something out of it too. Um, and like I said, that is stuff I've been focused on for a while now. And like I've said in the video that I'm releasing on Monday, I've been getting loads of great feedback from people I've worked with in the past where we planted the seeds of belief and now things are coming to fruition because it's about all the different things that you're guided to do to build upon for the work that we've done that starts to manifest. Because that's what hypnosis is, you know what I mean? Like I can't control like how soon you're going to believe this stuff. But we plant the seed and it comes. But just for some people, it comes about really quite quick. Good stuff starts happening right away. Put it that way. Um, but it continue. You know what I mean? Because that's what's happening to me. A lot of good things are like I said. A lot of good things are happening to me. I planted the seeds of this stuff like 10, 15, 20 years ago. Like seriously, some as long as 20 years ago. Like it's like, oh yeah, like I've wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. It's quite nuts. Right. So now I don't. I'm gonna when I pronounce these, it's going to be funny because I'm not going to be pronouncing them right. But we'll just go with it. So Urus, strength. I'm going to need to mute that because they're. Wait a minute. The kids are having fun at Easter, so we're going to let them. But wait a minute. Yeah. It's still about, I don't even know. If someone was here, they could tell me, but I don't even think, I don't know if it does, I don't know if it really does pick it up that much. Yeah, they've walked past now anyway. Um, right. So that like this was mine, but it might make sense to some of you more than likely. Uru's strength, keywords: athleticism, courage, determination, endurance, fertility, growth, passion, power, strength, tenacity, virility, and willpower. Um, Oh my God, shit, look at this. This is why they want me to read this. This is nuts. Right. So, and again, thank you so much, Renee, because I love these. Again, I literally, like literally just opened them seconds before I came on this, pulled one for myself, and I thought, I'm just going to, I was actually going to open the box on it. But yeah, so the Uru's ruin represents strength. This can mean physical strength, but it can also represent mental strength, of course, which I just spoke about, like willpower and determination, which again, I've got shitloads of. So, you're having a wee lead in mind to do this. Do you know what I'm saying? Urus, until you believe in yourself. Urus speaks of courage. So if you have a goal requiring bravery or confidence, then this rune suggests you have the strength of character needed to accomplish the job. And what you can be assured of is I definitely do have that for you to do this challenge, and definitely in Aries season, and that's why we're doing it. I just took this is all about taking messy action. Doesn't need to be perfect, far from it. I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's how they get me to do it every time I do this. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't not work out. It's just like I said, it's in the sense of it's a lot of energy to pour out for like not to sell anything at the end of it, to be blunt. But I still get a lot out of it because when the right people have the opinion, actually that really helped me. Now I want help, further help, and they'll come back and boot when they're ready. Um, so Uru speaks of courage. So if you, yeah, I just read that bit. This rune also suggests creativity, fertility, heralding the appearance of opportunities, encouraging the person to whom the first to take action to make the most of the opportunities that are now available. So for me, that was running this challenge now in Aries season when I've got the most energy. And then if I want to run it again, I will. I actually feel I'm going to run it again with the topic being of money, but I feel I'll put that in the second level of membership because I nearly ran this in the second level of membership, but I felt it would be better to do it. We'll try it one last time here because there's way more people. There was only a few hundred when I done it, so it should be a bit different. But if it's not, it's not. I feel it will be though. So what does this say? Now is the time to be observant because positive changes are signaled by Urus in the near future. So be on the lookout for these anticipated events. Oh, that sounds exciting. Urus can symbolize passion and sexuality, either in an existing relationship or a new relationship. Okay, well, that's interesting. So if you want to enhance your love life, the appearance of Uras indicates that this is now a good time. When you consider the attributes associated with Uras, it suggests that this is a good time to utilize your strength of character with confidence to seize the day. One of my favorites, Carpe Diem. By making something good happen in your life, you can do it. Again, very similar to fuck it, let's go. So I think that might be the. And look, victory's on the back. Let's see. Say, like I said, if people talk, I'll pull you one. But if not, I'm fucking going, guys. I'll pull one more. But so oh yeah, this is what I pulled too. So for Divine Feminine, it's kind of not really in the shot, but whatever. I pulled Truth. So Divine Feminine, male and female, it's time to step into your truth if you haven't already been doing that a while. Divine Masculine was quite an interesting combination. Again, I'd normally pull them on camera, but I just thought it would fiddle around and I pull it, so I'll do it again and see if the same comes out. We got presence and beauty, and I got a really beautiful message. Like, if you think about, I've just actually thought about that right now. If you think about what I've just said, the challenge is about, I feel this is saying that either some of you right now or over the past few months, years, whatever, you're actually starting to realize your own beauty. So if you're in the divine masculine, male or female, like you're really starting to acknowledge and appreciate and be proud of your own presence. So I'm not talking about aesthetic beauty, right? Like, because because what can often happen is like, and no doubt a lot of you are like good looking men and women, right? But maybe people aren't actually seeing beyond that or bothering to because like maybe that's not how you feel about yourself, however that fits. But I really do feel this is talking about you're starting to value more parts of yourself, and but remember, if this is your feminine and your masculine, this can also be the masculine is getting in touch with their truth, and divine feminine, you are also seeing, what's beautiful about you that you might be missing as well. Absolutely love it. Right, what have we got? Give me another one for the feminine because so that you can see me doing it along with my lip gloss. I'm just gonna leave the lip gloss in. Um, birth. Yes, it's time to birth something new. I mean, some of it, like, congratulations if it is actual literal birth. But I feel this is like planting the seeds of your dreams, the birth of projects, the start of like shifting those limiting beliefs that are getting in your way. Masculine. And also Aries is a sign of birth. It is about babies and children and stuff. Enthusiasm. Yeah, I feel that's what they're saying. Masculine is feeling more enthusiastic about their life, like after closing out heavy cycles. Hello, how are you doing, Aries lady? How are you doing, Kashmir? Am I saying your night? Am I saying your name right? I mean, hopefully I am. When I was saying it like that the other night, I'm assuming you would tell me if I wasn't. Um, so yeah. So the thing is, I'm laughing at you saying, "Hey chat, how is everyone?" Kashmir, the thing about my chat is, well, our chat is sometimes it's bouncing. And by bouncing, I mean we might have three people talking, it'll feel like a party. And sometimes it's like tumbleweeds. And you have arrived at tumbleweeds, but I'm very glad of it because with me and you together, it'll feel like a party. With my Aries Sun and Venus and your Aries Sun and Rising, we are the party. Do you know what I mean? The party's arrived. um, so yes, so while we're waiting on other people, because again, I might go in the next sort of, I don't know, half an hour or something, I'd imagine. Would you like a runes card? Because I'm extending the. I know you got a free reading the other night, but you're really again, luck must just be coming to you back to back because I decided to extend it to tonight because I was going to come on again and I didn't. So this is me doing it. So I'm telling people, but they're not speaking up. So I'm trying to encourage them. But um, so yes, baby, we are the party. Exactly. How am I? I am great, thank you. So yeah, I took time to rest and had a nice wee day out with my mum, and we're gonna have another wee nice wee day out tomorrow. I'm basically doing stuff this week that's like my birthday. Do you know what I mean? I do like going out for a wee breakfast or a wee, just wee outings. I don't drink coffee anymore, but when I did, I just used to I love just going for a wee walk and a coffee. Do you know what I mean? Like wee magical waterfalls and or just fucking a walk anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I just love, but I don't drink coffee now. I do think I'll go back to drink coffee at some point, but I've not been guided to yet, so I'm just rolling with it. But yeah, you're kind of doing stuff now, and I feel it is because I've come up with this. Also, basically, I'm doing a challenge starting on Monday, a 5 day free challenge. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can watch back the start and you'll see me explain all about it. I won't sort of say the whole stuff again, the same stuff again. Yes, of course I want a car. Well, you might want a car too. Again, look, bring her a car. I'm joking. You can get a card. I'll never say no to that. I want coffee now that you're talking about it. I know I better stop talking about it. I might actually start wanting it. But I haven't, like I said, my mum was really impressed when I reminded her that I haven't. Yeah, that's been 4 months now. But you see, it was all preparation for me doing this challenge too. It's like, especially when if you're so I didn't say that when I filmed the videos for the challenge, right? But definitely, if you're a woman going through like menopause or perimenopause, I've been attracting a lot of clients like that over the past sort of couple of years. And like I said, I've had a lot of weird hormone shit going on too. It's like, oh yeah, great fun. And so I've found a lot of like yeah, I've just got so I'm just got so much information and things that I can help people with that one to one. Especially because if you're not aware, I'm a womb healer, so I clear trauma at the womb, and it creates miracles, that come in, including when I'm just doing things on here too. But part of me not having the coffee, yeah, it's sorted out quite a lot. Like my period pains, TMI, but yeah, I'm going to go there. It's Aries season. My period pains each month are normally agony. Like I walk about with like a hot water bottle glued to my stomach, meaning I'm not. I definitely don't go out those days. Like I'm. It's yeah. But I also don't like, to me, your time in the month, your period is like a very sacred shadow work time if you're a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just anyway, if you get what I'm saying, because there's a lot of claims that be made, but you can't have a period when you're no woman. But um like, yeah, it's a great time to just go into your shadow to allow yourself to be just, yeah, be in a mood if you want, or just be who you really are. Like, don't hold back, tell, you don't need to fucking, I don't like the way I don't like the way it's portrayed that, like, you're a moody fuck, because really how it actually is, I mean, how it is for me anyway, is it's not actually when you've got the literal period. I don't know why this is hilarious. I mean, I just roll with it, guys. One minute I'm talking about the challenge, now I'm fucking sitting here talking about do you know what it is though? Aries is bringing the raw truth, and the last degrees of Virgo moon. It's, it's like talking about health. Really, I'm channeling the energy. Sorry, I will get out your card eventually, Tashmir. This is hilarious. Um, but also like yeah, that's what I help people with. Like this flavor of Aries and Virgo is actually what my soul is, because my Aries sun sits in the house of Virgo, so it's quite funny. But trust me, this will be what somebody needs to hear. Like, being serious, somebody is probably dealing with more than one person. Like, women though, women. If you get what I'm saying, I have to keep stressing that, because I've nearly shared a few times, right? I've shared this guy's video before, but yeah, I don't know. I was wondering about. It is interesting, eh? Like, how come some people are allowed to be really OTT and get away with it? Like, and I mean, like, really OTT, and other ones like are getting in trouble for it's very corrupt if you think about it. It's, I don't know, it's interesting. But anyway, what I'm getting at is it's like, I was watching this guy that he just keeps. You can go and watch him yourself. Yinka, his name is, right? Yinka, that guy or something. And it's just, it's fucking hilarious. So again, some of you might find it offensive, but it's just funny. But it is kind of, it makes me wonder how he's allowed to do all of that. But yeah, anyway. Um, but yeah, so anyway, the point is it's typically like, for I can only speak for me, but it's like that, it's right before. So like, I know, obviously I track it too, but it's not always right. But it's the day before. And my mum, it's so funny your mum knows, eh? My mum always notices, like, because like I typically am quite cheery and all that, right? I can be moody in the morning. Like, I don't like mornings. So if somebody wakes me up, I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? Especially if I'm a hangover or something, but I don't drink anymore. But it's kind of like she'll know before me, because she'll be like, but she won't say to me. And then when my periods get, she'll be like, yeah, I knew that, just because however I would have been. And then I'll be like, sorry if I, but again, it's not, I don't even really even need to say it on it, because I've not, before I would have though, when I was younger, because I didn't know I had all these difficulties, I would have been out of order. Because when I got older, I did apologize. I was like, sorry if I was a bit of a nightmare, but you know what I mean? I was obviously struggling with what I had. I didn't know all the different things I had. So, um, whereas now, like I said, yeah, I know myself well, and if I've had done too much, you've seen, people on here know me very. I mean, it's scary how well some people know me. And again, like I always say, you might think you know me well, but you don't. There's other layers to me. But it's like, um, what I mean is, video wise and channeling, you can tell when I've had enough, because I'm like, right, I just want to fucking hurry up with this video. I need to just fucking, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, you know what I mean? That's when I'm starting to burn out. So, and I'm honest about it. That's what I just don't. Because like I said, from the minute I've started, what I've been all about is I help you be more of yourself by me being my genuine self. You know what I mean? So you don't need to be as raw and real as me. Just be yourself. If you're all prim and proper and that's the way you put it out, and then you do you. But that's never been me. I'm just kind of like, press record, go. Um, I'm talking about life, so rebirth. So that's going to be relevant too, right? So I think that's all we wanted to come through there. That's so funny. I went on a period, right? So now I'm going to see what you're saying, Tashmir, and I'm going to eventually pull your card. Um, um, I don't get period pains often, but I get migraines like hell. Oh, that's just reminded. Yeah, the whole point I started saying that is, since I stopped coffee, I haven't. It's not. I didn't have period pains for 2 months, and then I did on the third month, and then so it's like it basically went away completely. And then now I'll get it slightly, but it's nothing like what it was. And it was definitely related to not having coffee. Some people aren't going to like that because they're like, Claire, I'll just stomach it. I want my coffee. And I hear you, whatever, you do you. But with how much pain I was in, to be honest with you, this might sound really weird. I miss the pain. Like, I liked having permission to just like, oh no, I'm in agony. And now it's like I have to be like, oh yes, I'm in agony. And I'm like, I'm really not. I'm just grieving when I used to be able to. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm such a hermit, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, just in case anyone else needs to sort of know that. So no rush, I love this. Yes, can you drop his link somewhere? I'm curious. Well, the thing is, Tasmir, I don't really want to do that because he's very controversial. I'll have to, I will if I can find one that's not, you'll get what I mean. If you, I suppose I'll have to. Maybe I'll put in the comments, right? I'll put in the comments and you can go and, yeah. But some people might find it offensive, but you know what I mean? Whatever. Who doesn't find what? Who doesn't find shit offensive? But what? It's definitely along the lines of like things that woke agenda. Put it that way. I'm not on board with any of the woke agenda, and neither is he. Put it that way. Email me. Well, I'll put it in the comments. Right. So, I'm not a morning person. That's when I go back to bed a lot of the time. Yeah. See, we're similar like that with the Aries thing. People can't fully know you on social media. They only know what to see. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I haven't drank coffee most of my life. I just now started drinking coffee. Oh, you went the other way. That's funny. Right. Okay. So let's see. What is the runes card for Tashmir? So Renee's got these two. She just sent me them. So for my birthday. So thank you, Renee. Renee, watch this. Sometimes I do that and people come on. Anyone else that wants the rune card, hurry the fuck up because I'm going soon. What's a runes card for Tashmir? Oh, Anzus. And again, I don't know how the fuck to say these. We're just, hey, nice dress. Hey, nice dress and hair looking good too. Connor, you're welcome anytime. Thank you for that. It's not a dress, but it's a wee top that doesn't really fit me, but it's fine. People can't see that because because you only see half the screen. That's why what some of my and how are you doing? What some of my one-to-one clients are laughing at is when I'm saying like I need to lose weight, they're like, where about like, and I'm like, look, I don't think you really realize that oh yes, I will give you a card in a minute. I was like, I don't think you really realize it. It's like you're only seeing the top half of me, so it's kind of like, but nah, I'm getting there now. But yeah, progress. Yes, progress is on the back. That's hilarious. Right. So let's read this. So number 4. Um, so I'm reading this for Tashmir, and then I'm going to read one for Connor. But this can actually make sense for anyone. Remember, same as always. So Clairvoyant. Oh, look at this, Tashmir. I think this is just tying on from what I've said to you the last time. Clairvoyance, communication, inspiration, intelligence, knowledge, message, psychic, signs, and speech. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're definitely your like galactic guides and stuff are definitely like wanting you to tune in more, get still and listen to them and like inspire you with I mean they are who inspire you with stuff. But it's like there's just really sort of get still because I can feel that message keeps coming through. So the Andrus rune represents a divine message. This could come to you now, this could be what this is. This could come to you through synchronicity or through a wise person. I'm only joking, that might be me. Or through a wise person who's motivated by spirit, like for real. That is what I'm doing right now. Acting on behalf of the divine energy we call Odin, the god whose wisdom is associated with this rune. The appearance of this rune could also mean that a wise person is due to help you in some way. The Andrew's rune, called Herald Good Luck, can herald good luck, which comes in unexpected ways. It foretells. Why the fuck am I saying? It foretells increased knowledge and developing wisdom. Communication is enhanced. This means that your ability to positively influence others is strong. As she's talking to the other YouTuber. I love it. Education is also represented by this rune, which suggests that any learning that you do now is likely to progress smoothly. The prophets of old, like the prophets of today, were essentially messengers conveying the psychic impressions they received from benevolent spirits to the wider world. History indicates that some people listened to what the prophets had to say and then acted accordingly. or some ignore the fuck out of them when they're trying to help them. Anyway, sorry, that was my own stuff coming in. Maybe you resonate with that too sometimes, but we can only pass on the message. In harmony with the exhortations received, whilst others largely ignored what the spirit world had to say through the prophets. As a result, they delayed their own spiritual development and missed out on blessings. Sorry to laugh, guys, but holy fuck, nobody was here. I don't think anybody was here unless you're being quiet. And I started really getting into this when it was 2020 on the time. But obviously, that was meaning other things too. Side note, their own, yeah. So these accounts remind us that it's always best to be receptive to the messages from above when seeking union with the divine. Be ready for your message. Who knows what it might reveal? So look out again. Like I said, that is a message in itself, and it's a repeating message. If you notice, it's a repeating message that make time to tune into what your guides and your ancestors are telling you in the still moments. So you could already be doing that, or there's something you're missing if you don't slow down. I'm just going to pull you one of these two, and then we'll do corners. And then anyone else that wants a card, speak up. Somebody, it's not yet, Kai. You're a bit early. Somebody's singing happy birthday. Happy birthday, random person out there in the street. Sweetness. Smell, that's a good sign of Friday. The crowd are psychic out there. Sweetness. Smell, is that right? Not Friday to Friday's tomorrow. Not Friday tomorrow. A week from Friday. Come back on Monday to do the challenge, but come back on Friday to celebrate my birthday if you don't want to join the challenge. Or do all of it. Sweetness. Smell the sweetness in your life and leap. Leap this, oh, maybe you're meant to do the challenge. It's time to leap out of the darkness and into the light filled with positivity. So you'll know what that means for you, Tashmir, but lovely. Right, okay, so let's get Connor's rune. I think you'll like these, Connor. So yeah, synchronicity every day, exactly. Doing fine, just buzzing about too. That's so funny that you've put a bee. I spoke about, fuck's sake, Connor, you're doing it again. I spoke about bees in today's video, which of course I haven't published yet. See, it's so funny how you like feel what I've said before I put it out. Right, so it's just funny. It's funny you chose to use that word in that emoji. What have we got for Connor? What does Connor need to hear? Happy early birthday to my baby girl, and happy early birthday to you, Miss. Oh, thank you. So when is your daughter's birthday? Laugh and reading your emails properly tonight. I need to find out who Vince for. All right, yeah. So what Connor's referring to is he was showing me a picture of like it was family and like so whoever that is, I don't know if it was your uncle or if it was your dad or something. I was like, he looks like Vince Vaughn. He's a good looking guy by the way. But it's have you seen the breakup? Or have you seen like the Wedding Crashers? Like that's one of my favourites. Because when I was younger, um like there was a taxi driver that used to like long story short, we used to always get the same taxi driver. Like me and my friends around that time. And he always used to say that I looked like Claire from the Wedding Crashers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure her name actually is Claire in it. And it's the same act. Like she shapeshifts. It's the one in the vow, and like I do love Rachel McAdams and everything. But it's funny. She does look, not facially, but her hair looks like me when it's curly. Like I probably like it. So anyway, it was a compliment at the time, but it was kind of like he's the tall guy with the dark hair, and it totally that's it's like that totally looks like him. So I found it funny. It's one of the things that I don't know how funny other people, but seriously, people, if you saw it, you would think the same. But that's who it is. Surely you know. Um, Again, that's another little funny thing because that's the Wedding Crashers. What I always used to sort of call my twin flame, like because he was always fucking at a wedding. Do you know what I mean? So it's guy likes a party, right? So um, my youngest is April the 13th. Oh, nice. And my oldest is April the 29th. Oh. So Yeah, I do. You know what I mean? It's like maybe not now, but I did back in the day. I did back in the day. Right. So what have we? And also, she's called Claire in the Time Traveler's Life too. That's weird. Because how many lead characters are called Claire? They just aren't. Um, yeah. Right. So what have we? Connor, for fuck's sake, why are you not? Where's Connor's card? Fehu, abundance. Yes, Connor gets abundance. Abundance. Woohoo! Abundance and new beginnings. New beginnings and abundance. But we're going to read, and it's the first one, number one. You got to make yourself number one. That's the message before I read it. So it could be a few different people. I need to ask. Um, it's the tall guy in the middle. If you're reading in the picture, you mean it? Oh, do you not even know who? You don't know who it is? Ah, right. I see. I was like, first of all, are you asking me who Vince Vaughn is, or are you asking me who the person is in your own family picture? Because I could ask your dad. Your dad might come in and tell me. He might be like, that's my cousin removed from the. You're April the 18th. I have to. Yes, I am. I am. And it won't be hard if you watch. If you come here any amount of time, it won't be hard to remember because I always talk about 18 4 and 418 because not just because I'm seeing my birthday numbers all the time, it's because it correlates to the Four of Wands, which is union, and because this is about twin flames, that's my sign for union. Um, so yeah, right, okay, so let's read this. So like I said, same thing. This could make sense to other people, so listen up. So we have the key word is abundance, fortune, growth, hope, luck, possessions, power, prosperity, status, success, and wealth. The Fehu rune is interpreted in the rune lore to be a very good sign. It represents coming blessings in the form of abundance, prosperity, and happiness. This rune also suggests that the person identified by this rune can expect a good time, well, a good time too, good luck, and overall success. A person's reputation and social standing are said to be high when Fehu is indicated too. Indeed, when Fehu shows up in a reading, it can indicate that things are broadly speaking on the up. Well, that's good, Connor. For the person to whom the rune refers, this rune suggests that work and finances can expect growth and the overall quality of life is or will be in the near future on a positive level. It's nice to anticipate positive things when we know that we can look forward to blessings in our lives. We naturally, especially positive. Wait, what? We naturally feel especially positive, which in turn leads to being more motivated. And that's what the challenge will do for you people if you decide to do that on Monday. Except it's going to get real dark and possibly a bit painful Monday, Tuesday when we face our limiting beliefs. But then the sun will, again, that's what we say about Scorpio Moon. Scorpio Moon, it's really powerful, very psychic detective, really great for getting down to the root of things. The shadow of it is people can be pretty dark with that. So again, like I always say, if you're a Scorpio Moon that uses the light side of it, or uses it for good, then great. But people can in an actual Scorpio Moon, dark stuff can be done. So we're transmuting that energy by doing that challenge, focusing on our good intentions and stuff. But then after Scorpio Moon, it's Sag Moon, which is optimistic, lighter, brighter. You know what I mean? It's the energy is a bit lighter. So when we're where else did I get to here? Think about the connection between positive expectations and motivation now, and then embrace the energy of Fehu with the intention of manifesting abundance in your life because things are looking good. This is a time to be optimistic. Love it. Boom, drop the mic. Love it. Right, let's see what the other deck of cards have to say. You're 10 days after Dave. I'll never forget. Ah, yes, the Daves. All the Daves in the world that are connected to the twin flames I've worked with. Right, okay, so um what else have we got for Connor to go with that? And then anyone else that wants a card, you're very welcome before I go. I'm not gonna go right away, I don't think anyway. I might though, because I've not I've been getting in my exercise every day for the last few days and I haven't done it and I want to keep the momentum up. So and if I sit here all night I'll be like, fuck that. You know what I mean? And if you skip a day, you're likely just like, oh fuck it, I've given up, you know what I mean? Got to keep it going. So, oh my God, Connor, that was the funnest. You do need to watch it. Everyone, if you didn't watch Monday's live, watch it because it's fucking hilarious. It was a party. Again, I'm not being funny, but that is honestly what I think I said that in one of the videos when I was recording it. That was part of deciding, like, it's hard to describe, but I wanted to run the challenge in Aries season, and I thought I better fucking get the finger out because it's if I don't do it now, it'll be Taurus season. And then I was like, but hang a minute, if I do it on Monday, it'll that means it's still my birthday on the day that we finish it. But the last day is always just a celebration. So that's what I mean. It could be fun. Um, so like I said, you know what I mean? It's like, I had hoped there might be shit going on in my life, but you know what I'm saying? There's not. So party with you guys. That's all right. Right. So love. Yeah. That's really funny, isn't it? So love yourself and feel the love within your heart. So Connor, so yeah, love may be coming into your life, Connor. So look out for it. But again, remember, love can only come into your life with another when you have that love for yourself. Sorry, I know that's really cheesy, but it's when you're having fun. So the message is abundance, love, and fun is coming your way. And when you're having fun, loving yourself, that's when you attract more abundance. That's when you attract more love. You know what I'm saying? Fun times may appear quick. Oh my God. And this is a hilarious one. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure your message was tied on to what I just said. That's hilarious. Fun times may appear quicker than expected. Connor, are you going out to Oh dear, that's hilarious. I hope you're not having a full moon party because that's well again, actually it's fine. If you're why oh it's only me. I keep thinking it's just this full moon would not be a good one for me or anyone that's got Scorpio rising because it's our 12th house. Well, you know what I mean, whatever, Libra rising too. But for me, that's my 12th house, and it's like, no, it's time to just hide away. Nobody talk to me. I don't that's what that is for me. But yes, so love and fun and love and abundance. Great cards. Right. Anyone else want a card? Birthdays every day until 18th of April and 18th of June. Yes. Everybody have a birthday. Yes. Um yes. So because that's your birthday, isn't it? That's the job I'm just checking. I'm just like, so did I point that out to you before when we spoke that that is yes, that is your birthday, isn't it? Because I remember because you've got the same one as one of my soul sisters from long ago. Um, but that means that we are a mixture of the Hermit card and the Moon. So both very psychic, got our secrets, and like to spend a lot of time alone. I know that that's me, and I actually know that that's you. So, and I know that that's actually quite a lot of you watching, and that's why I understand when not a lot of people talk here. So well done, Connor, for talking. Um, so, oh wait a minute, I haven't read all of this. Sorry, sometimes when I'm doing this, I get a bit blind to the comments. Um, That's trippy. You said hide and seek, and I lost my bank card. Oh, I was also talking. This is we watch it from the start. I was also talking about usually when you lose things, you want to find it, but when we lose weight, we don't want to fucking find that again. Do you know what I mean? So it's weight release. That's what the challenge will be focused on, but also releasing the weight of judgment, releasing the weight of shaming yourself, releasing the weight of blaming yourself. Really, that's right. It is a week of deliverance in disguise. Watch it from the start, and you'll find out what I mean. Um, I was looking at my bank card today and it said, let me put it back where it belongs before I lose it. There'll be none of that 12 Hail Marys for Claire. Not you quoting Oprah. I said in someone's stream today. You get a card, you get a card, you get a card. That's what it reminds me of. But anyway, yeah. No comment, no comment. But all I'll say is that if you've awakened to the truth, you will know that. Yes. That was a devil card if you couldn't make it out. So, why am I shuffling these flower cards? Okay, we're shuffling the flower cards. Come on, guys. Who wants a rune card? There's 6 people watching. I know one of you wants a rune card. Who wants a ruin? Who wants a ruin? Come on, just get somebody. Let's get somebody else to talk. Talk, damn it, talk. I'm going to shuffle these flower cards. Ah, she's eating some good food. Good. I think I'll need to do that after this. I ate a bit, but I'm still a bit hungry. Um, really, I just need 10 cups. Hello. Happy families. Happiness, having it all. 10 cups. Happy ever after. The world, number 21. Infinity again. Infinity keeps the infinity symbol keeps coming up loads. Infinity symbols is one of my signs, but I just hadn't been mentioning it a lot, and it's coming up loads. So yeah, karmic cycles complete. Oh, karmic cycles completing. Happily ever after. That's what that says. I hope she'll pop in here soon. I can do some food again too. Um, I know it's a shame, like because it's a shame when people arrive like right when I'm going, but I feel like I'm going to go soon. Um, let's see, what else have we got? Ace of Swords, Truth and Clarity is coming again. I'm just sort of shuffling these, like saying whatever. I'm assuming it'll just be making sense to whoever it's meant to make sense with. Truth and Clarity is coming your way. Truth and Clarity is coming on this full moon. So the full moon is in the wee early hours of Sunday for us in the UK. So check what it is for you. But it'll be about on Saturday night too, and still on Monday too when we start the challenge. But it'll be a Scorpio moon by then, and so it'll be like the full moon is still shining the light on your subconscious, getting you to face the things you need to face. But because it's in Scorpio, it's like really shining a light on your pain. And because the flavor of it is Libra, right? So it's a Libra full moon, but the moon moves into Scorpio right after, right? And but because it's still carrying that energy of Libra, it's like things to do with justice, legal justice, karmic justice, um, anything like that's an injustice. A lot of karmic cycles are closing out, and yeah, anything where there's been not a lot of happiness or healing going on, or stuck energy, is going to be shifting. Um, any confusion, illusion, this feels like spell work, manipulation, where people are lied, all the usual that I say every day. The confusion and the illusion is going to be lifted. Because, like I said, Neptune and Aries has started to do that anyway for people in quite a big way. And that'll only just continue. Yeah, it just feels like people waking up from a nightmare, or waking up from a being in a spell. Like I just always use that example of Prince Eric waking up to like Ursula. I might be describing people's literal Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde mishaps last week. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's so funny. Prince Eric waking up to Ursula. I'm pretty sure loads of people will resonate with that, male or female. Um, Queen of Swords. Yeah, we're waking up with very cold, heartless woman. Queen of Swords. 8 of Cups that you can't move on from. Oh dear. The Hermit, yeah, coming out of Hermit mode. 8 of Cups, yeah. Look, somebody. Right, I think that this is about some of you can't move on. You can't move on. You're breaking away from the status quo. I feel I'm talking the divine masculine now. Yep, coming out of hermit mode. Coming out of hermit mode, breaking away from the status quo. You've I feel this is people that you were following a certain route that was expected of you from family, or the way this is the way my friendship group's always done it. This is the way it's expected of me. And this is the very masculine coming out of hermit mode. Fuck it, I'm going my own way, following my own path. You can go your own way, go your own way. Yep, Page of Cups as well. And the Wheel of Fortune, again, your luck's changing. The Fool, new begin. Oh my God, though, look at this, right? So we've got the Devil and the Fool, but it was in reverse. So new beginnings being prevented. However, what I'm getting from that is some new beginnings have been delayed or deferred or detoured by whoever the devil influence is in some people's lives, right? Which can be anyone. It could be your own negative cycle of thinking. It could be an addiction. It could be a bad habit. It could be a person. It could be a friendship group, family, blah, 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 a work. The devil could be like, like I gave this example in one of the videos. You could have a job that makes you a lot of money, that gets you a lot of stuff, but it doesn't bring any fulfillment. Think about how many people leave a really well paid job to follow their calling. Like I've helped people with that before. I've helped like lawyers and shit like that go on to do different jobs that are really creative because they just weren't happy. Like you were addicted to the money. Um, it's different if you're a lawyer and you love your job and you love the money and you help people, whatever, but that's not everyone. Sometimes it's like I'm just using that example because I actually did have someone with that before. But I feel the devil energy, whatever it has been I feel it's basically karmic energies that have been holding the divine masculine back from a new beginning. But because that was in reverse, it's like it's just delayed it. It's not stopped it. Because that's came out 3 times in a row because they don't want to move on. I knew that's what it was, but I want to clarify. Like the masculine does not want to move on from the feminine. But it was a third party interference. 3 of Cups in reverse, that's a third party. Don't be fooled by the beautiful flowers, the tulips. There's 3. It's like, but all it done was drain somebody's energy. Could have literally drained their finances, left them out in the cold. But that's behind this person, whoever this is. Yeah, whoever makes sense of this, they can't move on from the past. Somebody has a lot of love for somebody from the past. This can make sense to many people. This can be you, or this can be about your person. Oh, okay. They want me. That's really funny when that happens. I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some word cards. Well, the thing is, Kashmir, that happens when you think I'm talking just to you, but trust me, I'll be talking to loads more people that aren't talking. But I'm glad it makes sense to you too. But it makes sense, you see, because you and Connor are the only people that are talking. My energy is going to go to you. That's why it makes sense. If you want the messages to be more directed at you people, talk. But yeah, I saw King of Wands in the verse and I didn't say it and then I put it back and then I shuffled and then it came out again. 78 cards in the tarot, remember? So there's something about a King of Wands in the verse. Now, the first hit I got was that somebody's put in overly passionate energy. Like, so it could be like addictions and stuff behind them. But this could also be, is that somebody that's putting that behind them or is that somebody that's still in that kind of energy? No, that is somebody that's putting being like overly kind of in that energy or overly kind of like whether you're a man or a woman, it's just like being too caught up in lust and sex and passion. Again, I know that's fun when you're in the moment, but it's kind of like if you get carried away with that all the time, you don't. This, by the way, this is Venus conjunct Saturn right now in Pisces. Like Venus conjunct Saturn wants commitment. It wants like friendship. It wants all the other amazing, exciting stuff too, but it wants something long lasting. Whereas that fizzles out. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, somebody that's somebody that can't move on from the past, like a past love. Um, a past love that sees you single and thriving on your own, and it's creating a tower. So basically, that's divine masculine seeing divine feminines thriving on their own. Like the divine feminines with 9 of Pentacles, they're only missing another pentacle, and they've got the 10 of Pentacles. Right, you're feeling good. You've got your shit together, and it's creating a tower moment, but it's also creating a phoenix rising moment in the masculine. But big, shocking changes. Sorry, I'm going to read your comments in a minute. I'm just liking these flower cards. Again, like I said, I'm fucking loving this, man, because it's like I just found them serendipitously. I've not seen anyone with them. Loving it. I really should have made them myself, but congratulations to the woman who did make them. Diana McMahon Collis, illustrated by Nina Page. Because they are lovely. The Hanged Man, yeah. So again, someone's been pausing for a different perspective about not having a wish fulfillment. I feel this is more than likely divine masculines realizing divine feminine is their wish fulfillment, that they didn't go towards. This is a double message. Someone moved away from a wish fulfillment, but also this is coming in fast. For some people, that actually means this is happening like quite soon. And the only reason why it's not happening for some people is somebody is healing, purging in hermit mode because we've got the Four of Swords and the Hermit. So now I want some message cards because all that came out, and I'll read what you are saying. Actually, do you know what I might do before I go? That's what I'll do. Because tomorrow I was going to film. That's what I'm going to do. Fuck it. I'm just going to do it tonight. I'm going to do what I done last. I might just do that. I'm going to film. I've already filmed a video for Saturday, the one I always do, the shamanic one. And then I'm going to do one now for. I think I've done one for Friday. Yeah, and I've done a video for Friday. Connor, somebody just shouted in my street, have you seen Connor? Can I remind you that I'm on the fourth floor? I have got extraordinary clairs. I wasn't, that's not a joke. If you those of you that have heard the story that I saved an old woman when I lived in another flat and nobody else heard her in the street and I phoned the police and saved her life. She's in the spirit world now, sadly. I mean, because she was an old woman then, but she sometimes comes to say hi to me. I didn't know. I met her once. I did go to her house and I gave her healing and stuff. It was really lovely. This is amazing. Who are you? I just saw your wee comment there, sneaking. I'm glad you find it amazing. VJ loves nature. Yeah, that's nuts. That me hearing that teenager, because now it's went quiet again. Me hearing that teenager shout whatever they said, something Connor. That's one of your loved ones. That's one of your loved ones in the spirit world made me hear that. That's nuts. Yeah, I'm just going to do a norm. I'm going to do my check-in for this in case I don't, because I think I'll get around to filming one tomorrow, and then you can just come back and watch this if you're looking for something to do, people. But what does the masculine want to say on top of the stuff that I just pulled out there, and then I'll start from I'll read comments, and then I'll. That makes sense, doesn't it? I was selfish and stuck in ego, and the distance between us kills me. That definitely is backing up the Six of Cups. Someone can't get over the past. I was selfish and stuck in ego. Said what I said. Said what I said. I'm jealous. That's really funny because I don't know that song very well, but the Justin Timberlake song Jealous. No, wait a minute. Jealous is Nick Thingy. Do you know what I mean? That's why I still get jealous. Right? But the other one, the one with the one that I'm thinking of is it's Justin Timberlake, and I really can't remember the words, but it's something about being selfish. But both songs are centered around they just want you all to themselves. So this card says, I'm jealous. I get so jealous when I think about you with other people. Listen, mate, I'm not being funny, but if you're somebody's felly, people wouldn't be with somebody else. They wouldn't be going anywhere else. Let me tell you. Sorry. I get pulled in by the hot man on this card. I get so jealous when I think about you with other people. It makes me angry because it's my fault you're spending time with them and not me. I feel like a total dick. I just don't think that guy's the type of guy to say Phil. I think he would say dick. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you hear me? You know what I mean? I mean, Connor, would you be one to say I feel like a total fool? I just, it doesn't translate. It doesn't. I want to make you happy. I miss your smile. Okay, one more. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be, but I am now. You deserve better than them. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. I can't go another day without you. I feel you. I've been feeling you close to me, especially at night. Can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? Right, okay, that's enough. I just I find it entertaining. Right, let's. It's just so funny how it matches up with what I channel for the tarot. Oh God, wait a minute. Um, Give me one from the Divine Feminine, or a few. I don't contact you to give you space when all I want to be is around your feet to at least like this is like a it's like a fucking conversation going back and forwards. I mean, this is what it's meant to be, but it is a bit creepy, isn't it? It's like, will you just fucking talk to me? It makes me mad to know others haven't appreciated how amazing you are. There's fuckery going on around you. Be discerning. Oh, this is full moon drama, all right? What else? The happiest times of my life are my memories with you. There's fuckery going on around you. Be discerning. It's on the back again. Right, okay. So that's enough of that. And then I'll read your comments and then I will start from the beginning. So we'll be here, I'd say another half an hour. And then I need to go because I need to exercise. Or I'm not going to hit my goals, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the goals on the chat. I'm talking about the exercise goals. So, right, I got to here. I have an infinity symbol tattoo with someone else's initials. Dave's. You've got Dave's initials, haven't you? What was that about karmic ties? I can't remember now because I channeled it. But you could watch it on replay. Like seriously, I can't fucking remember. I can't with these cards. Always on point. Yes, just God speaking through me. Oh dear's right. Follow my own path. Makes sense, girl. You're talking directly to me. You need to get used to it, Tashmir. It'll happen every time. If you watch every time, there'll be something in it for you. But if you just get called now and again, whenever you do come, it will be what you need to hear. I'd be so depressed doing law as a career, not a lot of sunlight in court buildings. Yeah, I know. It's, you know, I think you have to be a certain type of person to do that. Again, a really dark example of that would be when I've mentioned again, and I've not watched it because I can't stand horrors. But that one with Keanu Reeves, the devil's advocate, you know what I mean? Because if you even look at the synopsis, like he's, you know, he's fighting for people that have done really bad shit. So again, it's like, you know, how much are you, do you want money? You know that you're gonna not be able to sleep at night from. That's a really dark example, but it did spring to mind. You know what I mean? It's like when that's what I'm talking about. It's okay to want to do better for yourself and be secure, safe and secure and have nice things. But if it spills over into addiction of like addiction to money and worshiping money, which is why, you know, yeah, I've just never been that way and I don't ever want to be that way. But it's like what I said, it's like, you know, it is easier when money is coming in and you know, you can do nice things and stuff like that, but you should never worship it. And that's how I kind of see that film. He's being greedy and he's well, it just the whole, you know, it leads to again, it's like I know the gist of it. Right, stuff like that. You easily see how the money is attracted. Oh yeah, look, I hadn't even read that bit yet. Yeah, exactly. Rather be a hairdresser. Exactly, exactly. You get everybody's secrets that way. Do you know what I mean? Oh look, there was Connor being psychic again. I studied to be a hairdresser, Connor. Look, see, Connor, I keep telling you. You know what I mean? I thought about studying it. That would be cool to have your own shop. Yeah, totally. Do it. You turn into the next bloody Gordon Smith. That's how he started. You know what I mean? I always used to get mixed up. Oh, wait a minute. Am I getting it? Am I getting it wrong again? I really should remember this. I think I used to think he was. Oh, wait a minute. Was he a postman? I can never fucking get this. Sometimes this is funny because I'll have other mediums that watch this. I've got a few. I've got people that will lurk on this that will know that. Oh, wait a minute. We can just get this is terrible. It's I always used to either say he was a postman but I actually think he was a barber. But it's one of them. Wait a minute. What? Sorry, my nails are hitting off the thing. A hairdresser, it was. I knew that. The psychic barber. I knew. So there you go, you know. Before pursuing a career as a medium, Gordon worked as a hairdresser. He often referred to as a psychic barber. Yeah. That popped into my awareness. And he was from Glasgow. Who else is from Glasgow? You know what I'm saying? Lots of synchronicities here. Um, right. Yeah, I love going to school for it, but I had to switch directions because of health issues. Oh, you're a friend of Tashmir. Oh, thank you, Tashmir. for bringing your friend along. Would you like a card? Would you what do you want me to call you VJ or would you like me to call you something else? That's our sis Claire. I sent out the bat signal. That is hilarious. I desire another way to make money too. A few million lottery win would be nice, or from some other good source. And I need to do what I have been putting off all day. The karmic ties were about the tattoo. Oh, right. And do you know what else is quite interesting? I had a synchronicity yesterday where it was something about somebody getting a tattoo removed or something. So that's definitely got to be. You've never heard the Gordon Smith? Connor, I was very. What would they say in court? I predict that is a lie. You've not been paying attention then. I mention Gordon fairly often, not all the time, but often enough. Fuck's sake, that is a crime, being from Glasgow and not knowing who Gordon Smith is. Gordon Smith is the world's best medium, okay? Yes. And he's a very humble, lovely man too. Um, and James Van Prague is a very good medium too, but he's American. It's like I love them equally, but he's American, one's Scottish. So and I've met them both. And also the reason why James is very close to my heart is he is the man that picked me out of a crowd and said, "You heal with angels 24/7," and either said, "I'll see you again one day," or "I'll work with you one day." Obviously, that has not happened, but and it's because what I always say about Gordon is like, yeah, I was saying it the other day. Were you not here when I was saying that? That he's who got me like to do like you know what I mean? Like when I went, well, it was 10 years ago now. It'll be 10 years next year that I went to his workshop and there was 40 people and he only gets about 5 people roughly to do to basically do the big scary thing of going up and to do the platform. And it's not it's not like really high up, it's just, in fact, I don't think there was any stage at all. It was just come and stand beside come and stand beside Tim sitting on the chair and do your thing. And but basically what I was saying was the other day, it's really funny because I'm getting guided to all my sort of guide symbols when I'm saying this. um and that actually happened in that moment. I saw something, one of my signs, and my guide was telling me, like, he's about to pick you. And then, and I was trying to avoid eye contact with him because I knew he was going to pick me. And he just looked at me and he was like, he was just like, he just felt like that. It was to be clear, and he wouldn't force you. He's just like, I was like, I was shitting myself. And I was like, right, fine. And I got up and I just I held a bit of jewellery and then I proceeded to tell the message, which had everyone pissing their pants, just like what I do here. But it was spot on because I just let them talk through me. And I swore. That's why I always tell that story. It's funny because nobody else swore. But I did. But it was relevant because it was about someone being pissed off at someone. Do you know what I mean? And I can generally sort of say that. Because it was 10 years ago now, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, but yeah, James Van Prague was when I was at a mediumship demo, and he told me out. So again, they're both got lovely energy. So, right, picture in a wee barber shop with a cat with a turban. I've heard you mention him just never as a barber. Yeah, yeah, because I can never remember whether it was a postman or a barber. And for some reason, I used to think he was a postman because I think I must have been getting him mixed up with somebody else because there's somebody else that was a postman and then they become a medium, and that's why they're really good at addresses. Like what I done the other week, I literally did shout somebody's name. Like, I don't know if you'd happy of that, but like that was fucking hilarious. And can I just tell you, I don't want to be bringing fruit, but all I'm gonna say is like I just get people's loved ones, like even people I'm not even friends with, I get people's loved ones speaking to me all the fucking time. Like it's really pretty hilarious. Um, but I just getting so much. I just keep getting. I keep hearing people's names everywhere. It's just really pretty funny. Um, right. So Jenny couldn't have told you who that was. My bad. Yes. Well, you know now. Definitely heard you say it in a video the other day. It was about Facebook Live. Okay. Yes. Yes. That's the story I was about to tell there. That he didn't know what Facebook Live was, and I told him that was the platform that I'm on. And then now he does it there. But Facebook's a shithole, so I'm not on Facebook anymore. But it's true, isn't it? But oh yes, you do. Everyone needs to read that. Yeah, you can heal your life. That is a brilliant book. Because you can heal your life, and I'm like a little mini Louise Hay in my own way. Um, It's like, although I'm mentioning people like Gordon and James Van Prague as well, it's like, I take bits and bobs that I've learned from these teachers and mentors really in my life, but I make it my own because I know there's lots of stuff that I do that won't resonate with Gordon. And that's okay. Do you know what I mean? Like I said the other day, like I'll always like totally like he's just totally amazing. And when you're actually in his presence, he's just very humble and genuine and just lets you be your own. Any person I've ever been around that's a good teacher, they just let you be you, and that's definitely that's what both of those guys do. So um right, so why am I shuffling these again? So sorry, new person. Right. VJ, so would you like I don't know if you answered, would you like a runes card? I'm going to assume so, but I'll wait until VJ's fine. Right, good. I'm going to shuffle and then I'll pull it when you say. And sorry, it's so slow in here. And when I'm hiccuping, that's when I'm clearing energy. And also, what I always find funny is when I was at one of Gordon's things, I asked, when he was in a trance, I asked, could you tell us about twin flames? But yeah, I was kind of I wasn't testing him, I was testing his guide. And he was like deep in this trance, right? And like his guide was like, why is the person asking me when they are the one who knows that it was either I can't remember exactly what he said. I wrote it down somewhere, but it was something along the lines of why is this person asking me when they are the person that knows the most about this? It's like, all right then, I was just wanting to see if you knew that I was the real deal. It's quite funny. Right, so you're nervous. Oh, don't be nervous. Do you not do stuff like this? These cards are new to me too. Renee gifted me them. So, but the thing is, I had saw them before, and then they just went off my radar. And like, I just always trust. And the timing, honestly, I'd had another really like wow synchronicity with ruins, like literally the day after Renee had said she got me these. So it's all totally meant to be. So and I trust this will probably be like this for someone else too. So what have we got? Because I had a runes reading again about it was literally 10 years ago when I worked in the crystal shop. This guy that I'd given a reading to done that back for me. So yeah, it was cool. What have we got for VJ? Oh, you got the same one as me. What I would say though, because you got the same one as me and I read it at the start, I will read it again. I'll read this one too though, because we know. So it came out reversed, and I like, when I'm guided to read things reversed, I will. I know that this is kind of different because it's runes, but Renee is awesome. She's just a little sweetheart. And again, it's like she's older than me, but she has a little sweetheart, doesn't she? But um, like Uru's this is about strength and confidence and like, saying fuck it, let's go. Which by the way, I'm doing a free 5-day challenge starting on Monday if people want to do that. Basically focused around literal weight release, but releasing a heavy weight of anything spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Because I think originally I was going to call it like that was part of the divine decluttering on all levels. So I might do something similar again when it gets into September, like kind of Virgo season. But anyway, but I pulled it in reverse. So, you could be in a time right now where you're kind of delaying and procrastinating and stalling on taking action on something. So if that doesn't resonate, then just, disregard that. But there's just because it came out reverse, but I'm going to read it upright because it is very encouraging because it's the one I pulled for myself too, and I feel it specifically about doing the challenge because I was like, oh, will I do it now? Will I do it? And I'm like, oh no, I want to do it now because I want to use the Aries energy. So right. Strength. Keywords. Athleticism. Athleticism. Fuck off. Athletic. And that, I, I, I can't say that, guys. Athleticism. Athleticism. Moving on. Courage. That's about being humble, right? It doesn't matter that I can't say it. Determination. Endurance, fertility, growth, passion, power, strength, tenacity, virility, willpower. Athleticism. We've done it. See what I mean? If at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm channeling something for you here. So there you go. Oh my god, yes, I feel trapped. Years of procrastination, right? You need I'm sorry, but you need to join us on Monday. You need to be here on Monday to do the challenge. I'm just saying, I know you're new, but watch this from the start and you decide whether you want to do this. It's free, you know what I mean? So the Uraz rune represents strength. This can mean physical strength, but it can also represent mental strength, like willpower and determination. Uraz speaks of courage. So if you have a goal requiring bravery or confidence, then this rune suggests you have the strength of character needed to accomplish the job. This rune also suggests creativity and fertility, heralding the appearance of opportunities and encouraging the person to whom it refers to take action to make the most of opportunities that are now available. Now's the time to be observant because positive changes are signalled by Uraz in the near future, so be on the lookout for these anticipated events. Uraz can symbolise passion, sexuality, either in an existing or new relationship. Side note, don't know if you happen to be on the twin flame path, but that is usually who I attract. But because I have opened up my energy to attracting people just that need help, because that's what I've been told to do, we can't assume that everybody that joins the live stream now is a twin flame. Actually, because I know that I have got lurking people that aren't twin flames, because they told me that they followed me from Facebook. Like, remember, even my dad's cousin, like, hello, and I've never met in person, I don't think, like, said that they were watching. I'm like, it's just so funny. I've got people from old jobs and everything that are watching, probably fucking helping them through a dark time, don't even fucking know it. And isn't that fun? I think that's nice, you know, it's nice. You're welcome. Um, so, so if you want to enhance your love life, the appearance of Uraz indicates that now's a good time. When you consider the attributes associated with Uraz, it suggests that this is a good time to utilize your strength of character with confidence to seize the day. By making something good happen in your life, you can do it. And like I said, come back and I'll help you with more of that. So, 5. So I'm going to read 5 to the journey because I'd already read that one at the start. So, right. So this one, I don't know if there's really any point to show you guys, but I will show you anyway. So I can't assume that you don't want to see the. So Reto, Reto, interesting, Reto, journey, change, evolution, journey, movement, progress, quest, relocation, rhythm, ride, and travel. Yeah, I think that's definitely with the words seize the day, like Carpe Diem, and progress. That's definitely feeling like you're being called in to do that challenge. Because again, I have started telepathically. You obviously, I'm literally doing it to, well, broadcast, advertise it. But if you think about it, when this is a Thursday night and it's on Monday, that's not a lot of build up. Like usually, it would be nice if they gave me a bit more warning, but they always just tell me last minute. So the right people will do it. The red hole rune represents a safe journey. This could mean a physical journey. Did I read these words? Change, evolution, journey, movement, progress, quest, relocation, rhythm, ride, and travel. The Raid-Toe rune represents a safe journey. This could mean a physical journey, such as a move, home, holiday, but can also describe a changing career or a spiritual journey, such as a quest. And I already was speaking about changing careers. So, like I said, when I'm pulling one for one person, this can make sense for others too. The journey indicated by Raid-Toe is likely to be particularly positive experience with a good outcome. Raid-Toe is also a rune of destiny, which is really interesting because the card that was under it was literally destiny. Look. Which suggests that spiritual forces are at work in your life over which you do not have much control, but which will lead to positive outcome. Regardless of your inability to fully influence events, you will probably find yourself changing some of your opinions and the way you view events as your personal journey through life leads you to evolve as a person, much like occurred in popular stories associated with a perennial hero known as the hero with 1,000 faces, whose quest, why haven't I saw the bit where I hold the card up, is that how slow it is? Led from humble beginnings to becoming a hero. It's strange, isn't it, that the only constant in life is change, yet often people look upon change with trepidation. Without change, though, nothing would happen. Reidho encourages us to perceive change in a positive way, with as an opportunity to embrace changes. Go with the flow, expect good things, change is necessary. Without change, there would be no chance of anything better. That was fucking ages ago. Honestly, the delay on this is insane. This rune suggests you can anticipate changes for the better. Be a hero and step forward with confidence. As C.S. Lewis once wrote, some journeys take us far from home, some adventures lead us to our destiny. Wow. See what I mean? That's definitely for the collective too. That's definitely for the divine masculine collective, male or female, which you might be, by the way. If you feel like you want to hang around here, you might actually be on that journey. Um, some journeys, I might put that in the title. Some journeys take us far from home. Some adventures lead us to our destiny. Do you know what that's kind of feeling like? Right. So again, I'm just extending this message out to everyone. It's kind of one of the videos I done earlier today, which I'll publish when I get off of here. So you'll see it at some point, like late tonight. Like it was about breaking free of cycles of codependency, and it's why some people do move away from home if there is like you can't. Oh, it's like what I said with the tarot. You can't seem to break away from like a family pattern or a family cycle or a family curse in some cases. And it's why like you just get so much more freedom when you're not around the same place with the same energy and the people expecting you to act the same way. Won't be that for everyone, because like you can definitely live within a community and not really be part of it, because that's me. To be honest, like I live within a community but I don't really feel part of it. Like, and it's kind of like, yeah, like, and I'm okay with that, you know what I mean? It's like, but that I'm open to that changing at some point too, when more people are awakened to what I've really been doing here for the past 10 years, then I will do that. I'm gonna test this, I'm gonna go to something that is in the community. Again, I'm keeping that anonymous because there's people that fucking lurk in here that are, not nice. But and I'll see how that goes. And if it's warmly welcomed, then I'll dabble. But I just don't know. I'm kind of. I'd rather just do it online, and the people that want to vibe with me here can come, and if not, you know what I mean. I'm not in the business of convincing people to like me. You either like me or you don't. I couldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I validate myself. So yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse and Knight of Wands. Yeah, so that's interesting, right? What I'm really getting from that is I just spontaneously pick things up. I do feel that last bit that I read there is about, like, again, a Queen of Swords in reverse is Queen of Swords even upright. I can sometimes read as a karmic female, but in reverse, that is a really, really nasty, vicious tongue. That is a malicious woman of whatever the relationship. You know, that's somebody that wants to keep somebody in a kind of passionate, over hypersexual kind of energy, like keeping them stuck in a karmic cycle. Um, Now, this is what's really funny is, obviously that makes it sound sexual, at least romantic. Again, romantic isn't always sexual, is it? You can have, you know what I mean, you can have romances without, you can have relations with people without it being romantic. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm getting at is that actually could be like, that could be mother figures or sisters or female cousins or some female friends, like people that you think's a friend that's actually in some of these films I've channeled about, where it's like, oh yeah, and your best friend, but it turns out the best friend's been sabotaging because they want you for themselves, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's things like that. Like, it's somebody wants, again, I'm just totally going with whoever this would be for, past, present, future. Like, somebody wants to keep somebody in an overly sexual kind of passionate energy because it stops them committing to one person, and they can sort of keep them dangling wherever they want them, kind of. That actually, now it keeps jumping out of, like, just a bad influence female figure to, so I could be picking up on, like, two people that are in cahoots for some people, or somebody's had an unhealthy mother figure or something, and then attracted an unhealthy partner. I mean, which is sadly very common, because that's what happens in that film that I've been watching every fucking night for the past 2 weeks. It ends with us. You know what I mean? It's that's what I'm passionate about, helping people not do, basically. Um, Queen of Wands, yeah, passionate women. I think that's what I think. I've just channeled somebody's situation. That is a divine masculine and stuck in a Knight of Wands energy, which also feels like to me that's somebody stuck at an age. Now remember, this can be your past. Some of you could have moved through this, but some of you might recognize this as you. Like, somebody stuck at a certain age, at a certain sort of stage of life when really they were meant to have moved on to a Queen of Wands. But like a Queen of Swords in reverse, a karmic energy has kept somebody stuck in like a lost cycle. What else? The moon. with spell work. The moon in reverse, that's manipulation. So take this as it resonates. It is like it's either two separate scenarios for all the different people that are going to make sense of this, male, female, or and some kind of secret's coming out, or it's like two, like I said, like it's like a karmic. Now this could be like what came out the other day again. It could. I'm not looking at the comments on purpose. This could be like a karmic energy and their mum. That there's no equal give and take. This is takers. Takers. There's no equal reciprocity. Liars. Liars, cheats. That's like that song. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Again, I don't even know that song. It just popped into my mind. But yeah, Seven of Swords, liars, cheats, con artists, just not trustworthy people. Not a good influence. There's an imbalance. Zapping somebody's strength, creating burdens, Ten of Wands. Bad luck. So that's somebody's story. I don't know who that is, but whoever that is, that's energy vampires. Oh my god, death. Remember, it's not literal death. Well, I fucking hope it isn't. I pray it isn't. This is like transformation. I feel this is somebody's going through an ego death because it was this strength card in reverse too. King of Swords. A King of Swords is going through an ego. Oh god, that could be somebody going through a divorce too, because it was a queen. So look, the King and Queen of Swords could be like a divine couple, but it was the Queen of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords is upright. So what it would mean is like you could be the King of Swords, or this is about your King of Swords stuck with a lying, cheating, deceiving, deceptive female. You can change the gender if it, whatever you want to do there. But because it's like somebody somebody was being somebody was being upright and somebody wasn't, basically. Someone was being shady. Somebody could have literally cheated on their husband or their wife. But yeah, bad luck. This is somebody that's got involved with Jezebel. Oh my god, Queen of Swords is on the back again. Queen of Cups, like especially because a few. So again, yeah, that's like, look. Now there's a Queen of Cups in the verse as well. So they're either just saying that, like, look, this person's karmic partner was both vicious, nasty tongue and manipulative, could turn on the tears to get what they want, but they're both in reverse. But like I said, I feel that's like a karmic partner and their mum. I think that's clarifying. Queen of Swords. I keep shuffling. It keeps coming. Queen, it's gone the back again. So like I said, take the combination as it resonates. It's either someone's mum that's palsy-mousy in cahoots with their karmic partner, keeping them stuck, or it's the karmic's mum it's the karmic and their family. Queen of Cups in reverse again with the moon doing spell work, manipulative. Because remember, and if this is you, you've got everything you need inside you to get out of this. What can we say to the people that resonate with that? And then I'll read the comments. Actually, before I came on here, I was shuffling these myself, and the story was similar. But I picked the cards and shuffled them. It was something like, you think you're stuck and you're not, because that was what it was. I shuffled for Divine Feminine, and then I shuffled for Divine Feminine, and I pulled out I think it was the Hanged Man in reverse. So it's like you've went in for a different perspective and you've got it. And then I saw clairvoyantly, I'm burping clear energy. I saw clairvoyantly the masculine was going to get same card. And I shuffled and I was confused because it wasn't that card at first. I pulled out the Eight of Swords. And then I pulled out the Hanged Man again in reverse. So it's like Divine Feminine, you're not pausing for reflection anymore. You've got your clarity and you're ascending, you're moving forward, right? And you're doing your thing, attracting good things, all that kind of stuff. And you're just not staying stuck. There we go. You're not staying stuck. Your divine masculine is stuck, but you're not staying stuck because you could have been stuck for years and you're like, I'm not fucking staying stuck. I'm moving forward. I'm keeping it moving. Are you coming or not? I'm keeping moving. Like You were stuck, you're not now. You're telling yourself you're stuck, you're not. Like, so it's kind of like, and so it's kind of like I've just channeled the conversation there, because that's what I pulled. I pulled the Eight of Swords, which is about being stuck in your head, telling yourself you're stuck, there's no way forward, right? But then when I shuffled again, the same card, you got the same card. So could you just, because I just told them what happened, and this is kind of saying the same thing. I'm going to read these comments in a minute, but it's really flowing through quite strongly. Someone is stuck with very manipulative females around them, whatever combination that is, whether it's your family, a karmic energies family, a mixture of all of it. It's something very manipulative, almost like a viper pit of, like, you can't win. It's people that are kind of stuck in their ego, people that wouldn't apologize when they do things wrong. It's a bad investment. Oh my God. Sorry, guys, for laughing. I just said bad investment, and I'm looking at the 7 of coins in reverse with the 6 of coins in reverse. 7 of coins is about investing, but in reverse, I always take that to mean, it depends how I'm saying it, because remember, I read the tarot differently from different people. I just flow, they just talk through me, so I flow whatever words out, but it's kind of like, I read that as a bad investment. But I said bad investment, and I do feel financially too. Basically, you just weren't giving out what you were given, because 6 of coins, and this is hard when it's not got pentacles on it, but that is the 6 of pentacles. It's hard for my brain to work it out. 6 of pentacles is about equal give and take, you know what I mean? But when it's in reverse, it's not unequal, it's not reciprocal. This is a bad investment. Somebody's put in literal money into a relationship or a business, possibly a relationship and a business, friendship, love partnership, some kind of love partnership was a bad investment. And I do feel there's money involved with the devil. I can't even, what the fuck? The devil and the high priestess, but in reverse. You're looking at a high priestess right now doing this, upright, I might add. A high priestess in reverse is somebody that does black magic, spell work, will tell you things that are, they could be very psychic too, but they're using it for bad, manipulative, lying, cheating, stealing, all the things I just pulled through. So that is like, and there's a lot of people on this platform like that too. So you've got to be careful. Talking about twin flames and otherwise. And it's not a coincidence. When I was actually talking to someone earlier, I said something like that. Can you imagine the amount of divine masculines that are getting tricked right now by dark high priestesses channels, like, telling a part truth and then telling us, something that's planting the seeded doubt and delaying them, and that's what they're there to do. So that's why I always say, like, that's why I do this all the time, to keep telling the fucking truth, you know what I mean? And it's not easy when you're, some days you're not feeling like doing it. Like, I'm not feeling like doing it to own it. But yeah, the devil and the high priestess in reverse, that is toxic as fuck. Toxic as fuck. So whoever that is, that's either somebody's, like I said, somebody's female something, family, friend, lover, past, present, hopefully not your future. Oh God. And it's the type of person that won't, they're not happy for your victories. They don't want you to win. They want you to stay stuck. They don't apologize when they're wrong. I'm channeling like narcissistic behavior here. Look again. As I said that, I pulled the Queen of Swords, the malicious tongue, the narcissist. A third party. I hate the word third party, but it's because I pulled 3 of Cups in reverse. Because 3 of Cups is celebrations, groups of women partying, but it's in reverse. It's a third party that's sabotaged. So for some people, this is somebody's third party. And you've seen, like, like I said, some people married the third party, and it's Judgment Day. Like, this is a rude awakening for some divine masculines, that they married the devil. Sorry, how else am I meant to read this? The trumpets are sounding. God is like, hello, have you saw yet? This is not I'm sorry, I'm cutting. This is not a divine lovers connection. Lovers in reverse. This is a false union. This person's like, you're sleeping with the enemy, or you were in the past. And again, let's fucking hope this is nobody's future. This is why I do this. 5 of Cups. It's going to, if this is your future potential, it could leave you trapped in sadness, regret, thinking about the past. Or this is somebody's present right now and we're praying for you to be freed from that. Or this was somebody's past. It led to sadness and regret, hanged man again. Four of Cups, discontent and bored. Exhausted, needing to heal from it. None of good cards. Three of Cups in reverse, it was a third party. I'm shuffling and no good cards are coming out. Tell me something. Tell me something else about the third party. Don't make it yours if it's not yours. Don't make it about your person if it's not your person. They could be fucking having a brilliant time. You know what I mean? Queen of Cups in reverse, but no, somebody's with a manipulative woman. Like again, turns the tears on to make them stay. Victim mode. They're a wounded warrior from that. I shuffled, guys. There's no good cards. 10 of coins. Yep, people could have lost their finances from being drained from this energy vampire. Out of balance. I keep cutting the deck. There's no good cards. 8 of coins. Somebody does not want to put the hard work in there anymore. Wounded warrior. Sorry for laughing, but it's like I'm asking about the karmic energy. Now could you tell us? Sorry, I will eventually scroll back. Now could you for who this is clearly about a group of divine masculines, and I would hazard a guess it's divine masculine males, but it could be divine masculine females. If you recognise that you're a divine masculine female, because I do basically I attract a lot of divine masculine females, so it could be for you too. And the karmic energy could be a man, or it could be same sex. And again, the karmic energy could be anyone. It doesn't need to be someone's love partner. I'm just picking up on different things. What tell me about whoever this divine masculine is, male or female, that is stuck with somebody like that, or I would quite a few people like that. Tell me about the twin flame that they're meant to be with. The twin flame is stuck in Hanged Man. Notice that's the card I pulled that I just spoke about before I came on. So the twin flame is the divine feminine has paused to get a perspective on things. And I would say, although it's upright, like a lot of them have got it and they're off. You know, you've waited long enough, you're moving. You could be literally moving as well. King of Swords, you've waited for this King of Swords to, oh my God, and this is someone's, again, I know it's somebody's story and I'm just going with it. I'm just going with it, but it's really kind of blown my mind because this is the story I'm telling, is that it was about a King of Swords that chose the wrong person, that possibly married this person, that was a narcissist, deceptive, all this, again, they're using it again. I'm getting sick, like, when are you going to stop using that film? It ends with us. He basically manipulates her so much she marries him, even though she knows she's in love with the other guy that she's bumped into again. It's so, you're like, and it happens so quickly in the film, like you could kind of miss it. Like, but again, like I keep saying, it's such a clever film because they get across how manipulative a narcissist, like it just so happens a narcissist in that film is a man. But you even like this is, you know, if you're very deep feeling and empathic, you could almost feel yourself feeling sorry for that guy, because I actually do when I watch it too. You know what I mean? You do, because I think some people criticize the film, throat chakra. Somebody could find it difficult to talk about this stuff. Because there's bits where it looks like the victim is feeling sorry for him. You know what I mean? Like he comes to fix the cot and then she allows him to touch her belly, and it's all a bit creepy, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like, and then even, yeah, there's loads of bits, but essentially I'm glad, you know, the film sort of ends with it and, you know, she gets to the person she's meant to be with. But it's good to portray manipulation, because you can see it's meant to be that like she knows none of that is right, but she's been trauma bonded to this guy. Oh my God, again, it just so happens that she is the divine masculine in that film, so you could be a he that has got in this too. The King of Swords, yeah, this King of Swords, that divine feminine has waited for the King of Swords to bring the truth and clarity, and like the passion. Like that's what they're saying. Like this, I mean, I'm going to tell us about the divine feminine though, but that's what they're saying. The divine feminine has been in Hanged Man, waiting for the truth and the clarity, knowing that this person is passionate about them. Yeah, they're emperor. Sorry, this is fucking hilarious. Look what I asked, right? Tell me about the divine feminine. The divine feminine's like, where the fuck is my emperor? Where is my union? The Emperor and Union in reverse. The elusive 18-4, 418, 4 of wands. Where the fuck is my Emperor? Well, it looks like he's caught up in the spellwork manipulation head. That's where he is. Yes. And also the Emperor got into a false union. Now, whether this is a false relationship, engagement, possibly a marriage, it's a relationship. The Emperor was tricked into a false union, a karmic marriage, perhaps. Especially because Four of Wands is marriage too, and it's in reverse. The Emperor chose the wrong cloak. I kind of mixed up a book and changed the words. The Emperor has no clothes. I hope that's not literal. But you know what I mean? It's like, yes. Vulnerable though that could be about. Fucking hell. But yeah, seriously, the Divine Feminine's like, I'm the Empress, where's my Emperor? But what's really funny is the video I channeled earlier, the thumbnail is the Emperor and Empress with these cards. And that Emperor has grown up through adversity to be the sunflower. This is somebody's story I'm reading. This is quite a few people's story I'm reading. So there is a happy ending. If you want to see the happy ending, I might not be pulling out tonight, but I think it's on that video I done earlier. Sorry, I'm burping. No wonder, clearing energy. Could you tell us about the Divine Feminine? Because you've told us what the Divine Feminine's saying, but could you just tell us? Divine Feminine's like, there's been an injustice. There's been a murder. Well, I hope there's not been that, but it just reminded me of that program. There's been an injustice. By the way, I really hope that's not. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, not for. I just mean tonight, like, because when I say things jokingly, like, because remember what I said, like, I'm like, I've got super psychic detective placements to pick up on something like this. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's move on. There's cobwebs on this card. Not liking that. Not liking that at all. That's trauma, sleepless nights, worry, stress, somebody caught up in their head, and I'd say through spell work, not being able to sleep. But the spider webs are always my sign of spell work manipulation. And this is the Divine Feminine we're asking about. The Divine Feminine has been having sleepless nights, worried, stressed, wondering what's going on, thinking about the past too. But you've got but again, they're just saying again, the Divine Feminine, you've got everything you need inside of you to move forward without the truth. Ace of Swords and Ace of Swords in reverse is like a lack of truth and clarity. Like, you're moving forward. You're like, right, I waited for the truth. It's not come, no clarity. I'm just moving forward. Yeah, the devil. I'm not being held back by the toxicity and the confusion and the lies. I'm moving forward. Yep, no happy families, happy ending here. Three of Wands, but again, I also that can be read as something's about to happen very soon. So this again, I think I'm going to now read the comments now, but I think what this is if you're in this energy, you could be like, fuck this, I'm moving on. And it's just that old chestnut. You're like, fuck this, I'm moving on. Somebody's about to turn up. Six of Wands, but you think there's no victory because this is Divine Feminine. But really, this person's stuck in sadness and regret, and they're about to make a move. Yeah, because they're not with their wish fulfillment because you're their wish fulfillment, and it's an injustice. Like I said, it was something stopped this from happening. Yep, gossip, lies, perhaps. Page of Swords. we need some word cards, and then I'll read what does that say? Details. Virgo moon right now. I think there's details coming out that's caused sadness, sad embrace. Not even using that deck, guys. I wondered why they got me to put them there. I don't use them a lot. Some days in sadness and regret. Five of Cups I just showed. Full moon in the background. Around this full moon, it's going to bring up a lot of sadness and regret. Pay attention to details. This has got the word clarity on it. It says clarity. It says clarity, important news. And because the moon's in Virgo, and because that's my energy anyway, I feel I've just picked up on some scarily accurate details for at least some people. That there's missing information that's going to come your way. This will make sense to whoever this is for. What does the Divine Masculine want to say? And then I'll scroll back. That one again. I feel you. I've been feeling you close to me, especially at night. Can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? I would say so because we got the Nine of Swords, not being able to sleep for the feminine. What else? They will. You can say this, guys. They will never compare to you. Think about the whole fucking story. They will never compare to you. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. Well, that would be highly awkward if it's what we just read, but if just saying. I desire, but this could be somebody's past too, but it still could be present. I desire you. You're so sexy and hot. My body is on fire for you. Again, that's a bit inappropriate if it's what we read, but it's like, um, um, please forgive me, I'm a fool. I ran because I wasn't ready for you, because I just saw please forgive me and I'm a fool card as I was shuffling. I underestimated how important you are in my life. This is the exact same fucking combo that came out earlier. We're meant, I would like to add on, I underestimated how important that you were in my life. So I made the wrong decisions and got into a few situations. We're meant to be together. I will wait for as long as it takes for a shot with you. But now I know who you are to me. And I'm prepared to, yeah, I'm prepared to try to get you to listen to me and to make an effort and to build a friendship if that's all you're willing to give me. But you'll see why I'm laughing in a minute. So just be careful. Just be careful out there, people, because I think with the full moon and the Scorpio moon following right after it, it's creating a certain type of feeling in some people. You know what I mean? And you might be this people out there, or this is you. Yeah, this is you, or this is your person. But we've got I lust for you and I'm horny right next to each other. Right? There's only two cards like that, and they're next to each other. But it is paired if I promise. I will make it right. I will make it happen. You have to trust me. I'll read the rest of these cards. When I'm with you, I can't think straight, act weird and crazy because I want you so bad. You're just so gorgeous to me. And what I'm getting from this is some of the masculine, some of you guys especially, but it can be females too, you've chose people that don't kind of fuck you up like that. Because I think you've initially felt like, wow, this person fucks me up. I'm losing control. I like to be in control. I don't like this. I need to fucking tap the fuck out. And now this person's like, oh my God, I need to tap the fucking. Like, you know, I'm turned on, tapped in, fucking emotionally, sexually, like, you know, in fact, this person's the only person that can turn me on emotionally, sexually. Like, this person turned me on psychically. I'm just feeling all the feels right now. This person's freaking out. Um, I lust for you. When I look at you, sometimes my desire takes me over, and that primal need for you makes me want to rip off your clothes and have you right there. I don't know what I'm saying, so just be careful in that Scorpio moon. Just be careful. I'm scared you will reject me. I wish you were here with me. Again, that would be highly awkward with what's come through tonight. But I feel that means they wish they were there with you. It just depends how it fits. But I wish you were here with me. I'm scared you'll reject me. Yeah, I just think it's this energy of like, it's quite a lot of heavy shit. We'll get some more of these. Sorry, I know it's been about 5 hours, but I will read these comments. It's just when I'm in the flow of this, I need to keep going because you never know how important this is for someone. Because I don't think I'm going to be live. I might be live tomorrow, but in case I'm not, I've got a big I've got a big client in the sense that I'm focused. It's a coaching session, so I want to. I'll be on. I'll only come on after that, uh, or I won't at all. So I pretend I don't care because I care too much. Someone would have to do that if they're caught up in whatever I've read about here. I'm battling my addictions now. Again, some people could have followed an addiction and literally got into serious things through an addiction, which would be built on a lie. And I'm sorry for lying to you. Please be patient a little while longer. I've never felt a love like this before. That matches what I just said. I have a plan, but you have to trust me. You're very intimidating. Yeah, this person chose somebody that was less intimidating, didn't kind of fuck them up, is the way that they perceived it. But now they can feel you pulling away and they feel that you've moved on and they wouldn't be wrong from what I've just read. Oh my God, this keeps coming out like this. I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. Right, I think we'll leave that there. But we will, for the divine masculines that might find us sort of worried and tune it, what does the divine feminine want to say? I was going to read mass spreads, but I've just done it this randomly. So I don't even mind that some think I'm crazy for believing you'll remember us. They'll see in time. And I say that this is them seeing in time. And oh dear, that card flew out. There's definitely a manipulative mother figure involved here. Because mum says hang up. That's my wee card. If you, yeah, it's just basically a wee card I got from an old game from when I was a kid. I actually bought on eBay though, so I put in the effort. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go searching. I just again they led me to it. I fuck knows how I saw it. I think I was looking at Oracle cards and I was like, oh, and it was just the one card. But yeah, Mum says hang up. And isn't that interesting that the card said every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. I always feel like when that card comes out, that's two cards about phones. So there's something about a phone call that's significant here. It's either going to be a phone call that's not happened yet or something that's happened in the past. That's interesting. There's two phones. And like an interfering mother, something like that. I love you. I love and accept you just as you are. I look forward to our family together. Mm. So much time has passed, but my love for you grows stronger each day, and I look forward to our family together on the back again. People around us are so jealous, or jealous. They're jealous. People are so jealous around us. We have to protect this sacred union and have each other's back. And unfortunately, because it's on the delay, and the delay is that mum card, I think we are dealing with a jealous mum here. It's the jealous mum comes in it somewhere. Remember, it can either be someone's mum, a karmic partner's mum, really bad luck if it's both, a mother of a child, a friend that's a mum. It can, yeah. Anyway, let me read back these. So sorry that took so long, but sorry, not sorry. I feel like it's definitely going to fit with whoever it's meant to fit with. Is Renee here already? Is Renee here? Have I missed Renee coming in, or was this back when we were? No, I think that was just. I love these sessions. I'm just like all the time. I know this is, yeah. Wait a minute. I don't think I have read these. Oh no, I did read that. Female boss, that's me. My boss and her sidekick. Oh, I feel stuck at my job by them because I don't want to be seen as bad. And she used to treat me bad, but yeah, I feel guilty. Oh, I felt guilty for leaving after being so loyal. Oh my God, no. You gotta move on. No, girl, you know what I mean? We grow and we evolve and we move on. I'm having powerful feelings, and that's why those cards keep coming out. Oh, right. And then you've got, oh my God, with a million explanation marks. I'm obviously hitting. I knew this, but need the courage to leave. This is blowing my mind. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad that's, yep, like what Connor said, do it, do it. The guilt of leaving is preferable to being trapped. Yes. The thing is, right, look, this is what's interesting. Although that's resonating for you for a job, for some other people, this is about a relationship or potentially a marriage for some too, especially a false union. And it's like basically somebody sold you the dream and they've really been the nightmare underneath it, which that is a love bomb or a narcissist, whether they're male or female. And again, if you haven't saw It Ends With Us, watch it because it is a brilliant, honestly, a brilliant film. It's a shame all that fucking bullshit and drama's going on with them, but that's the irony. If you know the fucking tea behind that, it turns out the fucking it's role reversal. So that means something too. Because although in the film she's the goodie and he's the baddie, in the real life it looks very much like she's the goodie and sorry, it very much looks like she's the baddie and he's the goodie. Now it isn't always cut and dry as that, guys, but it kind of does really look like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But we'll have to wait for the court case. Now, again, that actually could be still part of somebody's message, but basically, that's what a narcissist does. Do you know what I mean? Like, and by the way, this can be a lover, this can be a family man, this can be a friend. Again, I know this shit's happened to me in the past too. Like, somebody will treat you badly, but if they've got more people on their side, they could start a smear campaign about you and get everyone on their side like, oh yeah, we're all right. Like, remember when I cut a clip out of a video once and it was like, oh yeah, I'm right, and they're like, oh yeah, you are right. You know what I mean? All you need is enough people saying that you're right, and even if you're being the dick, you're gonna keep telling your ego. Their egos are gonna keep telling them that they're right, but really they're treating people wrong, and that's what it's like flying monkeys and all that. All this person needs is like a lot of fucking attention and everybody on their side, and then they could get caught up in that ego. It's like the money thing, but it's never worth it because if you're lying, guess what's going to happen? It's all going to fall down like a pack of cards, and the people that are telling the truth are going to rise to the top eventually because we're patient. And again, I'm talking about that for myself too. I'm with integrity, and I move with integrity, and I move in silence with a lot of things too. People might think I'm fucking saying it, I'm not. It's kind of like you're like, right, okay, that's how you want to do it. And that's with many things in my life, but I'm channeling that for you too. justice and truth and true love will always prevail in the end. But I feel what I'm channeling here is some of you have had to withstand the storms of knowing your person is never going to believe you over the people that are manipulating them, whoever that person or people are. You've got to be like, whoa, I'm going to have to sit this one out if I want this person because they're not going to listen to me. They can't see this yet, and I don't think they're going to see it for a while. I feel that's the case with a lot of you. Is that the truth? Yeah. We're in sadness and regret now because they see the truth. You know what I mean? I don't need the cards. Two swords. They were confused before. They're not now. King of Coins. They've got their shit together. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is some divine masculines coming in. Probably going to shock you. Fast. The Chariot. From the Tower moment. That's really sad. I know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling people moving away from manipulative, like, families of their own that they've created, or like their family, or friendship groups, or a mixture of all of it. It's a big Tower moment, a big Phoenix Rising. Now, Phoenix Rising I associate with Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Season. Scorpio Season is a long way off. So I feel it's Scorpio Moon, which is Monday, Tuesday. They're moving away from very unhappy, depressed situations where there was no victory. Manipulative men. King of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups. They just keep making me pull the same cards. Right. The guilt of leaving, yeah, I read that, but that's what Claire does, says she blows your mind. Thank you. Also do it. Yeah, you're most important. If you feel stuck, you need to get unstuck. Yes, you need to do this challenge. I always feel sorry for people that treat me bad and I hate it. VJ, I know you've just met me, but you need to book a session at some point. Again, just lurk a while, see if you like my energy, and yes. They don't feel bad for you if they treat you bad. Yes, exactly. Sounds like you're a level above these people, but it's Stockholm syndrome. Still people taking kindness for weakness, just giving away all their power to you. Yeah, exactly. And you know, that's what I've just channeled, isn't it? Like that's why I keep referring to that film. It's hard hitting, but you see how people fall into this. Like he sells her a dream, but he actually does tell her the truth from the start. Like what he said at the start was the truth. He just he just wanted to have sex with her, and he didn't want to get emotionally attached. He wanted to control somebody, and that's what he does. And it's just and it's just sad. But for other people, it can be they wanted to use you for their money, and that it wasn't that, and that it was just the he got it was jealousy too. The amount of jealousy, like again, I always think as well. I get different things from that film every time they show me it. But what I find the most creepiest thing is it can definitely be about people's exes or present partners that know about somebody from the past that have got an insane jealousy because oh shit, it's bringing in the tattoo thing again. And I did channel about the tattoo and referred to that film. Again, they've just made me. People must be in highly abusive situations here because they keep me. I've spoken about that film for the past fucking. It is because it's on the movie channel too, but it's just hard to explain. It's because they're making me catch it because they don't need to make me catch it. I remember off by heart, but it was because it's got a lot to do with a tattoo. Guys, I need to stand up now and show you what they're showing me. If you've seen it, you'll see what I mean, right? But it's literally just a very simple heart hollow tattoo. But look what they're pulling me to. And this always reminds me, I've got to be careful because of what I said about. I didn't suck my belly in, but I don't really give a shit about that as long as my belly wasn't out. We'll just sneak in here. This always reminds me of Jesus. Bear in mind, we are all but a week away from Good Friday. That reminds me of Jesus for obvious reasons. So I think it is about Jesus Mary Magdalene unions with a lot of jealousy, but also that is take away the leaves. That's the tattoo, the heart. I think this literally could have more meaning. Like this is either about a tattoo or a mark that somebody's left on you that's traumatized you. But in that film, it's more dark than that. He keeps asking her, like, what does that mean? And she's like, oh, it doesn't mean anything. And he's like, no, all tattoos mean something. And she's like, fuck, I'm not telling him because he's fucking, he's going to fucking hold us against me forever. And then obviously he finds out what it's about. And then what he does is, before it's fucking horrible. But again, it all stems from jealousy. So again, I hope it's not that dark for some of yous, but it's kind of like it's getting across the point when somebody's jealousy gets to that level. Like again, it feels like a present partner and an ex. That it's like it's not even about them loving you. They just don't want you to be with that person. Like I said, it's that it's a yeah. The level of jealousy that I can sense is like really dark. It's like it's an entity that's got into someone. Right. Okay. What I don't think I pulled. I didn't pull you extra cards, VJ, did I? I don't think I pulled you. I want. Oh my god! Oh my god! So VJ, do you know about twin? Do you know anything about twin flames? Do you resonate with the twin flame journey? Because look, I didn't know I was after channeling all that for whoever that's about. It seems like again some of it was for you, and I fucking hope it wasn't all for you. But look what I've just turned over. Twin flame. You may have met or you may be about to meet your twin flame. So this is the thing, you might not have met this person yet. Or they might be in your life and you didn't see them for who they were. That would be quite likely because unfortunately it does sound like you've been okay, what's the no to? Either you don't resonate with it or you hadn't heard of it. Surely you've heard of it. Helping. Give a little help to helping. Not I was like, I just put that back and shuffle, and they're like, no, bitch, that's the card. Okay. Helping. Give a little time to help others in their moment of need. That's you right now. Helping. No, now it says healing, but that's what I'm doing. It's time to open up to healing or to provide healing from others. But I feel right now it's like the healing that you need is to clear away. You're meant. Why do they keep saying this to me? Oh, you've never heard of the movie, so you've not heard of It Ends with Us. Where have you been? You don't know any of the controversy around. Well, you need to watch it then. But have you heard of Twin Flames? And are you aware of being one? Um, there's some you're meant to be in some kind of celebration in your life right now, and you're not because it's in reverse. It's time to celebrate. You don't need an occasion to celebrate. And again, to me, if you resonate with being a twin flame, it feels like you are the divine masculine, which is basically everyone else that gets drawn to this channel, male or female. Because the situation that you've resonated with is resonating with karmic people around you, manipulating you. And you're meant to be, yeah, you're meant to be celebrating. But you see, for other divine masculines, although this is about work, that's what I'm saying. That's about some divine masculines watching this. You're meant to be in a happy union with your divine feminine, but you're not because celebration was in reverse. And that's the same as the Four of Wands in reverse. They're just telling you all these things were sabotaged, but that's the healing that is coming through right now for people that resonate for the relationships you're meant to be in. Spend more quality time together. If you're single or if you're single, a new relationship could be on the horizon. Yeah, so look out for people. Again, I'm talking to a few different people. Some of you, the new relationships on the horizon is the person that you're meant to be with, that you want to be with, and it's after all the crap's happened. Some of you, it's you've not met the person you're meant to be with yet, and I think that's people that are newer to the journey that are starting to get drawn here. Yeah, people that are getting into crystals and healing, and for the first time, and all the cards I'm cutting it at, and that's the truth. But the truth is also all this sabotage. Always be true with yourself and all others involved in this current situation. And I feel that's advice. That this full moon in Libra, the opposite sign of Libra is Aries, which is the truth. It's bringing justice either way. And it could be bringing it. Look, the Holy Spirit is exposing the truth, whether you like it, it's tower moments. Trust in the Holy Spirit. God is with you. And may I remind people, I have to say all the time because not enough people say it that read about this. Twin flame union is a divine union orchestrated by the divine. Two people that are divinely orchestrated, meant to be with each other. So it's not like, oh, I've got bored of like thinking it was this guy, so I'm just going to start making it this guy now. And I'm just going to, no, it's, you know who it is. You know what I mean? Um, yes, but again, if you're married to a good man, maybe you're one of the people I've started to attract, that you're a twin flame and it's not. Yeah, I'm just going to ramble on here because remember, I don't know anything about you, so that's quite good when I do that. I've started to attract a lot of people that you are actually with your twin flame, but you're not so caught up in that term and bothering about it because you're happy and you're at peace, but you're having other shit going in your life, which clearly you are. And it's about self love. Like that is people I've helped over the past 10 years, and I'm attracting another whole wave of people where, you're in a happy relationship, a happy union, but you'd be a lot happier if you sort out stuff that's going on with you and like your self love and boundaries and stuff. And that's what kind of feels like it. But again, we won't go any deeper because it's not a personal reading. Um, but you know what I'm saying. So, but I would say that's definitely your twin flame because I pulled pulled out the twin flame card when I didn't even know I was picking up. And that's only people that talk here. Sweetness, smell the sweetness in your life. Yeah, look, you're already, like you said, you're with a good man. But honestly, be honest with yourself about your current situation. But it could be happier if you didn't have that bullshit going on. Right, okay, so but like I said, hope that helps. And does anyone else want one? I don't feel like I can. I want to kind of. I love it how I said it was going to be an hour, and I've said like fucking hours and hours and hours. What else will we? Let's just pick up a wee deck of different cards. And oh, wait a minute, I know why. This fell on the floor. So this is for someone. Deep Dark Sea Mermaid. Oh, and it's a 16, the tower again. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. This is about next week. Oh, thank you for clarifying that. Oh, yes, I have a problem myself. Well, hang around, and next week's challenge will help you with that. And that's like a good introduction to how I work. So, got hiccups now, clearing energy. A lot of you are going to get a lot of answers to things in a tower moment next week around Monday, Tuesday. And the irony is, some of you might get that by doing the challenge because of what I'm going to get you to focus on. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. So prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. It could get pretty deep. But that's why I'm going to be doing the live stream. So there'll be a recorded video that will be released each day. Look out for that. And then I'll be live from 8 o'clock UK time. I'll not be I'm not even going to say because I will do it some nights. I'm going to try and not sit for hours and hours and hours each night because I have to do it for 5 days in a row. So that's a lot of energy. So, but probably the first night I will be on quite a long time because it'll be the mediumship and all that too. And then Tuesday I might be a couple hours. Wednesday I won't. Wednesday I'm just going to come on, do the activation, get off. That's what I usually want to do. Thursday I'll be tired, but I'll still be showing up. Messy action, that's the point. Friday we'll just be having a party because it's my birthday. Do you know what I mean? Celebrating your growth. So wrap us up with a happy story, please. And then I'm gonna go and find something to eat. I need to go and wash my hair so that I've got banging hot curls tomorrow. I don't really know why though. I'm not really... Oh yeah, I'm going out with my mum. But the thing is, the curls won't be curling by the morning. They won't be curly enough. They'll be kind of wet. Oh, this was why I was meant to get home a bit earlier, guys. But anyway, it's fine. I might just tuck my hair out. I'll decide that after. Right. So what do we need to know? Why don't how we were? What happens next for the divine feminine? I don't usually ask that. The divine masculine happens next for the divine feminine, and there's a deep knowing inside. I love these cards for channeling because they're just so funny. I love any cards for channeling, but what happens next for the divine feminine? Divine masculine yang. The yang to your yin returns, divine feminine. And you would have a deep knowing about this. Fuck, for all I know, some of you, they already have returned. What happens next? I was going to shuffle more cards than that. What happens next for the divine masculine? If yin comes out, that would be really nuts. Uh-oh. Wow. Holy fuck. Right, okay. So we're going to pick up on a few masculines here. So I'm an Aries too. I don't know if that's relevant. It's very relevant because I'm an Aries. Obviously, your friend Tashmere is an Aries. We've got a few Aries around here, basically. But I would say it's just it's relevant at this time, at this place and time, because I seem to be attracting a lot of Aries right now. But it's relevant for a lot of it. It's also relevant because this full moon will be opposite your sun at some point, depending on what degree it is. So that'll be bringing up a lot of friction as well because it's the opposite sign. Uh, so yeah, right. So look what I got for masculine. Notice I asked, what did I ask it the same? What's happening next for divine masculine, not for you. They're realizing that that is exactly that's why I've used a different. That is exactly what I've just read in different decks, and it's basically what I've read in the videos like this week and for the past 3.5 years. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's manifesting, like not for you. They're like, this is not for me. And it's got a fortune cookie on it that says nope. People could have been having quite a lot of revelations around uh last Sunday on the 6th, because it's got a 6 on it. Now this is interesting. We've got poised in reverse, mending in reverse, thinking in reverse, and a change in the wind. That's really clear to me. Somebody is not poised for taking action. They don't know how to even go about mending this with a divine feminine, stuck in overthinking, staying stuck, not wanting to make a change. And that's why the tower's going to hit, because somebody's staying stuck, God's like intervening to clean it up, to clean this situation up. Because somebody's been stuck doing it by the book. You're not born to make it, you're not born to do it by the book if you're the divine masculine. This is like something's getting you to step into your emperor divine masculine mode. Right, tell us about somebody that's still stuck, or this is where you were in the past. Tell us about another wave of divine masculines, because we want the divine masculines that are matching what's coming for the divine feminine. Oh dear, orphan in reverse. Unfortunately, I'm saying oh dear because it's picking up on the same energy again. Somebody has been feeling very alone, very lost, very alienated from family, spiritual awakening stuff, but they're coming out of that is the good news. And they're, anxious, but they're learning to breathe again, as in not being yeah, so you're feeling like shit. Imagine in reverse, this person's just uh, had a really hard time working out how this could come together. Then again, they just don't know how to fix this. Not feeling blessed, chaos and conflict. I'm picking up on people in a dark night of soul. Time to go. But then they're just telling you it's like different versions of what's happening. Somebody's going to go. That's somebody going through a spiraling downwards, lower world in shamanic terms, dark night of the soul, to have the same epiphany. Not for you. Time to go. One wave of masculines are in not for you. No, this isn't for me. Closing the door on this karmic cycle. Another masculine's got this card where you can't really see, but it's a woman running towards a door, and it's got time to go. 45, 4 and 5 is 9, 9 is endings. Okay, I'm going to ask once more. That feels like two groups of masculines I'm picking up on, possibly the same group. Could you tell us the masculine that matches, the masculine wave of people that match when it said that a masculine is what happens for the feminine next? Yes, unfinished symphony. So the masculine knows that this is an unfinished symphony. They're getting a leg up from the spirit world, their guides. They're excited. They're happy. See what I mean? Now they are. This is the one that they were just telling us. I think they're telling. Oh no, this is sad. These cards really fucking crystal clearly spell it out. Excuse the pun. But I suppose it helps that I'm the one channeling it. There's an unfinished symphony. They're getting a leg up from the spirit world to help them. Could something could be significant here about yesterday because it's got a 10 on it. and 3 and 4 is 7. High vibrational number. God is helping out. 26 April could be significant. That's in the Taurus season. Happy, happy. This masculine's really happy and excited. But I said, oh no, because they're leaving a karmic community behind. Again, it's like I said, karmic community could be what's already come out here. The community could be a mixture of family and friends, or a workplace, or all of it. Doesn't need to be all of it, but it's been coming at, yeah, look, somebody's, and this is because they feel alone and stuck in their head. And they were reluctant to make this change, but they know it's not for them. Chaos and conflict. I've shuffled and they're all in, and it's exhausted them. Time for a nap. Caused anxiety. They've been noticing all the serendipitous signs. 18th of April, union. All the signs that tell them it's time to take a leap of faith. There's the finish line as well. That leopard's jumping to the finish line. This masculine's coming out of being in between worlds. This is somebody that's been stuck between an old life and their new life, but now they want to come forward exchanging gifts. Come to the edge. Now that's funny because that's always that's my thing about mediumship. Come to the edge. I can't, I'm scared. Come to the edge, they said. I can't do it. Come to the edge. And he pushed them and they flew. Or you could say it, she pushed them and they flew. And I always feel that's like for like again, I always associate with mediumship, whether it's anybody that has helped me or when I'm helping someone else, because it is like that. You're like, I can't do it, and it's like, you know what I mean? You can. If you're people, there's people that are just meant to do this. Clean it up. Yeah, this masculine's been paying attention to signs. They've been cleaning up their side of the street, their karma, and they're coming in. Yeah, look, they've went through a rebirth, regeneration. Thank you for talking to us, little cards. Now we've got the big version of the cards. The mama version, poised and ready to take action. And that's why they wanted me to use the original giant version. Now they're poised and ready to take action. Because they've had enough observing. They've observed enough. To be fair. And they saw that you are trustworthy. To be fair. I feel it's to be fair I made a mistake. They are my treasure island. I couldn't see that because I was surrounded by manipulation, which is what I've just read. I led others to make me believe that that wasn't what was for me. But I'm not doing things by the book anymore. I'm doing it. I'm breaking away from the crowd. Yeah, chop wood, carry water. That's funny. I've never read this like this. Chop wood, carry water is one of my favourite sayings. It's just keep doing what you're doing. You know, be humble. Keep doing what you're doing your thing. But because it's in reverse, it's like, nah, doing what you're doing every day has not got you where you want to be. It's got you stuck in a never-ending story. Wow, that's amazing the way that came out. Somebody's been stuck doing the same thing every day, bored, karmic cycle, attracting the same karmic people, and they can see that now, and they've been watching you, the Divine Feminine. However they do that, energetically or otherwise, to the sea. And all it's leading them to is their feelings. It could literally be things about the sea or the ocean or something. To the sea, and they just keep saying to the sea. But I feel that's going to their feelings, to their new life. But it could be literal too. Yeah, someone's not stuck in their head. Yeah, happy, happy. And look, it's a different card in that one. Happy, happy. 26. Oh yeah, it's going to be the same number, but somebody's happy about making this change and they're ascending, and that's the truth. Truth be told. I'm going to stop now because my energy's. I'm going to use one more tarot deck and then I'm going to end it on these and I'm going to go. So, thank you for joining me tonight, guys. And like I said, I don't think I'll be on a live tomorrow. They might guide me for one more last sort of reminder to join the challenge. But if I don't show up again, this is your reminder. And just basically watch the first video, see if it's your cup of tea if you want to do it. But get involved in the comments. I can't force you, but me and Lexi have come up with another way of where you could get involved, but it doesn't need to be in public, and you can, you know what I mean? It's really, yeah. Listen to what I say on the video. Could you tell us something else here? Actually, tell us about something that's imminently about to happen, whenever imminently is for whoever. Blocks are being lifted. Ain't no mountain high enough to stop me from getting to you, babe. What I heard. Yep, because I've got the king. I'm the king of the pentacles. I've got my shit together. Sunflowers could be significant here. Again, to me, that's just about growing up through the darkness to face the light. And they're like, we said what we said. There's a wee sunflower again. This person has been taking their sweet ass time to become the king of pentacles. But look, king of pentacles, then it went the knight of pentacles. This person has been taking a long time to become who they are. So it's worth it. This person now feels who they were, they feel who they were always meant to be. The King of Wands, baby. Like that guy's like, yep, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like I've got this. That's what I was working on. I was working on my confidence to be able to match your energy. Queen of Wands, do you want to make an appearance? I'm ready to give equally. There's a lot about sunflowers. I'm putting all this shit behind me. 5 of Wands. I don't want this fighting, conflict, stress, drama, people that just cause nothing but shit. I'm charging in. It's funny. See, honestly, I'm just shuffling till I get the 6 of Swords because it makes me piss myself. The guy's like, I'm away. That's that too. I just said, I'm away. That's that too. I'm done. 10 of Wands. Fuck this. I am not carrying all this shit for other people anymore. I'm dropping the burdens and I'm moving on. Because I'm 21. You wish. 21, again, I don't know who I'm saying that to, but it just shot out my mouth. So 21, the world, coming full circle, karmic cycles are ending, completing. Because remember I said what's coming imminently. And also this full moon is about that. The full moon in Libra is about karmic justice, can be legal justice in some case, something that's been an injustice. The door is closing on that. And you're getting what you want. Both people. Yeah, you couldn't see before. But the blocks are being lifted. I also feel like this is somebody that's been. This is a masculine group that have had to go through their own karma for how they've treated you. But what's a shame about it is this: if you're the divine feminine, this person has treated you badly. They've got to take personal responsibility for how they've acted, but it was heavily influenced by people around them. But now they're coming in to make it like the Ace of Pentacles. They're coming in with some kind of offer that's going to blow you away because I shuffled the 78 cards and it's come out again. It's the end of a karmic cycle. That's all they keep saying. So they're not going to. Someone's leaving behind a distorted version of the divine masculine. They don't want to fight. They want reconciliation. They're tired of being bored. They're bored of these karmic. The blocks are being lifted. Yeah, they're just saying the same thing. Not confused. That's funny. They want you. I wouldn't read it like that. So it's just all the different unions because you've got a king and queen of wands. You've got a king. You could be king, whatever ones you resonate with. But I was telling the story the time before about a king of swords that's made a mistake and chose somebody and whatever that's a divorce and stuff. This one is like a king of pentacles that's going to their queen of pentacles, and you're going to be very wealthy. You're going to have abundance because you're in a true union, attracting it easily through true love. Not stuck in your head anymore because it's a karmic cycle. Yeah, they just keep telling me the same thing. We didn't get the funny card, but that's all right. That's all right, guys. Right. Do you want to tell us about any more? Oh my gosh. It's all right, guys. If you think about some people's cleavages, do you know what I mean? It's just the clip. Wait a minute. Ow. The clip's just falling out of the back. That's what it is. Just getting a wee eye feel. Why is it that keeps going over to one side? I don't understand. If Michelle was here, Michelle would be like, the girls are coming out. Right, okay. So what distracted me. Right, so tell us about some happy endings. Is the union card going to come out? Because I was asking about imminently. And we're a few minutes away from 11:11. Oh, look at that. It's not the union card, but it kind of is because it's commitment. And that's actually how I started the other video. That'll be probably I'll put out 144 now to be cute by the time I get off. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. And with Venus conjunct Saturn, that is about commitment. It is about, like what I said, like these are serious, long lasting connections that you just kind of know that about that person. You're like, this person's important to me, and this is kind of scary. Like, if I'm going to run away from it, but I'm going to go back to that later. I'm definitely, I'm definitely channeling a masculine. That's not a divine feminine. I'm channeling a masculine. Yeah. That was really funny. Like that felt really strong. Flirt. Yeah. This is some divine masculines are going to come in flirty, utilizing the last of that Aries season. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Obviously, with some people, I think there's not likeliness that it's going to someone's going to come in that way because it might not be the right thing to do, depending on how they left it. But they do want to honor this connection, honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger. This person wants to honor this connection and the power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. Oh, that could be the. Wait a minute. So slow. That could be the thumbnail. Have I lulled you all to sleep again? Because nobody spoke for a long time. That happens around here if you're new. I'm just gonna. I can't board the delay. So, but I'm channeling something again about this. I can't be bothered with the delay. Somebody can't be bothered with the delay, and they're going to do something about this, right? Mercury direct is helping a forward motion. I feel although I'm channeling this on Thursday, I feel this is the energy of, for a lot of people, when we come out the Venus retrograde with the full moon, there's going to be a lot of forward movement. That's why the Chariot's coming out. Like, people are, even if they're not following astrology, people are just going to feel, I've got this opportunity to move forward before I get stuck again. Because you will. People will get stuck again. When the planets start going retrograde, believe me, I was born with 6 fucking retrograde planets. Believe me, it is a thing. But I don't let it stop me. But there's a lot of delays in that can come my way. Yeah, that'll be fine for a thumbnail. Yeah, this masculine's got the clarity that they need. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. They've got the clarity. Or you've got the clarity if this is you. I can't. That's actually so fucking magical. And there's roses all over both these cards. So that's the Mary Magdalene energy. And look what they made me wear. These cards were faced over like that. And I just, all right, you were just, that's fine. I'm a good storyteller, you see, of true stories. But it's just, it's people, sometimes people do fall asleep though. I'm not kidding. Because I'm a hypnotherapist as well. All I saw was clarity. And these two were faced the other way. And I feel it's symbolic of, if you're the divine feminine, you either, I'm not going to insult high priestess intelligence, you either don't know this is coming or you feel like it's nowhere, it's not close. But I feel you do know when this is coming, you just don't know when it's going to happen. And you might feel it's like a long way off. But because they were faced the wrong way, this person has got the clarity and they're coming in quick because it's true love. True love comes when you least expect it. And again, like, obviously I know what these cards say, right? And but all I can say is I forgot I said that at the bottom. I hadn't really taken that in. True love comes when you least expect it. And this also says, embrace what destiny has in store for you. Embrace true love. Oh, I think that actually that's knocked the other one. Wait a minute. If I use all 3, I'll have to sneak my face in somewhere, but no, I'll leave that because it's like I said, it's, wait a minute. Yeah. Basically, a divine masculine collective have the clarity that this is true love and this is destined to happen. It's pulling them in. And of course, it's 11:11 as I'm saying. It's 11:11 as I'm saying it. And I don't know how long I've been doing this for, but I wouldn't be surprised if I've said something really important at 1 hour 44 minutes because they usually always make me. It's exciting for me to see what I said too. But yeah, you're too much of a temptation. Now, this for me can be a karmic card sometimes, but in this case, think carefully about the situation. And that also says take time to think carefully about your situation. This person's actually thought far too carefully about the situation, that they've drove themselves into quite a, like, driving themselves insane, like overthinking this. They know what it is. It's just, yeah, it's, yeah. That's it. You know what I mean? But they were like again, we're not going to go into bed too much, but people were led away by temptation in the past. But we know that because it's what comes out of it. They learned. Yeah, I broke the deck at learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. They learned the hard way. So we pray for you, all that. Yeah, let go of control issues in reverse. This person's having to let go of a lot of control and ego come forward, but they're enlightened. I'm telling you, it's Jesus energy coming through. They're coming through like Jesus, man. Um, that might be a bit much to ask, but you know what I mean. Pay attention to the red flags. You don't need it. It's in reverse. This person's they could have been a walking red flag in the past, but they're coming in a big walking green flag. You know that guy that does the things where he's like, I think we call him the green flag man. I'll share something to him. He's hilarious. But it's like he shares clips of like guys doing cute stuff for their girlfriends, and he's like, "This is a massive green flag. This is," you know what I mean. And then sometimes it's like they'll show like guys that are like being a fucking dick, and I'm like walking red flags. So it's like that's why that came through. But yeah, I missed when I held this up. It's so delayed, but I'm just gonna try. Lexi, for fuck's sake, you're one of the people that's arrived when I'm leaving. Would you like? But hello, hello. And Lexi, you'll be proud to know that since we spoke, I filmed all 5 of the challenge videos. So it's happening. It's happening. And that's it, yeah. So I'll send you an email and it's time to express your love, divine masculines. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. It's safe to now. Venus is almost out of the retrograde. But would you like a rune card before I leave? Because you like these. Lexi. Yes, thank you. I'm proud of myself. I just thought, it's clearly meant to be. They made me put on the blue and the red because it reminds me of Wonder Woman. And they filmed them all. And yeah, so we'll start that and they'll do the lives 8 o'clock at night. I don't know about if that's what time it'll be on the Friday, but right, let's see. What have we got for Lexi? And remember, this is for Lexi, but this will probably, I wouldn't be surprised if this ties in everything else that's come through. But let's just see. Message. It does. So before I don't know what this says because I've just looked message and rebirth. So I'm going to, oh my God. I'm sorry, but God blows my mind every fucking time I'm on here. Like what one of you just said in the chat, it blows my mind too. But my guides too. Look at this. 13/4. The fucking full moon is on 13/4 on Sunday in the UK. I think for some of you it's on the 12th, but what the fuck? 13/4. That's, I kind of want to use that as the thumbnail because that's pretty cool, but people maybe people could just wait till the end to get that. I think that's the shock at the end. Yes, that's our other Aries. Yes. Lexi, we're just attracting the Aries sisters like all over the joint. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. So but yeah, so basically for everybody else, and then I'll read Lexi's one. There's a message coming. Because Mercury's already direct, Venus is going to go direct. A lot of these masculines are like, I need to do something now. And again, I have to keep stressing, you're not wrong because the divine feminines are ascendant in the sense that they're moving on and they've done a lot of waiting and it's like, you know what I mean? So rebirth, dang, look at all the fire in the chat, love it, I know exactly. So but there's going to be a rebirth in this connection and it's the full moon in Libra is bringing that about because Libra is about mending. There's a card in that deck it's about mending a rift, healing an argument, or my thing from Brave, because this is what I do: mend the bonds hurt by pride. So think how relevant that is for rifts with lovers, family, karmic energies. You know what I mean? It's a time of healing if you want it to be, or you can continue the bullshit. And I'm sure nobody wants to continue the bullshit. If you do, you need healing because you're stuck in a cycle of being addicted to the drama. I am no longer there, and I wish the same for you. So, this is your card, Lexi. But everyone else, listen up. Message: clairvoyance, communication, inspiration, intelligence, knowledge, message, psychic, signs, speech. Accurate already. I think I pulled this one for someone else earlier, didn't I? The Anzus rune represents a divine message. Oh, yeah, it's this one. This could come to you through synchronicity, like what's happening now, or a wise person. I'm joking. I don't think I am joking. I think it is meaning that in this. But again, look out for whoever this could be. or for a wise person who's motivated by spirit, acting on behalf of the divine energy we call Odin. But also, you like, again, you might like things that's mentioned. The god whose wisdom is associated with this rune. The appearance of this rune could also mean that a wise person is used to help you in some way. The Anzu's rune can herald good luck, which comes in unexpected ways. It foretells increased knowledge and developing wisdom. Communication is enhanced. This means that your ability to positively influence others is strong. Education is also well represented by this rune, which suggests that any learning you do now is likely to progress smoothly. The prophets of old, like the prophets of today, were essentially messengers conveying the psychic impressions they received from benevolent spirits to the wider world. History indicates that some people listened to what the prophets had to say and then acted accordingly, in harmony with the exhortations received, whilst others largely ignored what the spirit world had to say through the prophets and as a result delayed their own spiritual development. See how amazing is this? How amazing is this that that completely backs up what I've just said throughout the whole live? That this information is here, definitely for twin flames, divine feminine and divine masculine, but it can actually be huge warnings for the people that aren't on the twin flame journey too at different points when you're really listening to what's coming through, especially when I talk about wider world stuff. But still, many people will ignore it. They're like, oh, what the fuck is she talking about? Twin flames are bullshit or whatever. Or they'll just, you know what I mean? They're not listening. They'll miss out on the messages that are coming through from the guides and from God. Their loss. But for those of you who do pay attention, you can further your life, you know what I mean, for the better. These accounts remind us that it's always best to be receptive to those messages from above when seeking union with the divine. Especially that'll have another meaning for those of you that are actually seeking union with yourself and another. I know what they're doing. I know what time I'm going to leave. Be ready for your message. Who knows what it might reveal? So look out for that message, Lexi. That is a beautiful message. So wild, it's runic cards. I've been seeing nothing but crows by me. Oh, interesting. Well, now that you've said that, I will look out my crow cards that I got because Connor sent me them a while ago and they're really amazing too. They're like quite just strong, hard hitting messages. I'm going to shuffle one of these. And then they're going to make me go at my twin flames numbers. That's what I just noticed. I was like, oh yeah. So whenever I see my numbers and his numbers, it's just like something about divine feminine, divine masculine, which is it's the Emperor and the Empress on the thumbnail that I'm going to release after this. Once I've watched it, I've watched most of it. So, that might go in the membership though. I can't really. I might put the membership first. It'll go in public at some point. It depends. It's just, yeah, divine feminine, divine masculine, emperor, empress, let go of the timing. It is going to happen because Libra full moon's about union. Some of you are just going into inner union with yourself. Some of you it's a physical union. Some of you there's tower moments that are going to happen to get you where you're meant to be. It's as I pulled my twin flames numbers, it's the other way around, but because it's you know it says 2321, but it's just the way my mind works out. It is 1121. Soul love. There's only two cards in this deck. There's the racy one with the dirty dancing naked pair, and the soul love. The soul is boundless in how it unites with love. Cosmic encounters, soul connections, or a higher calling may be stern. There's a higher calling in the masculine. It's not letting them throw it away. Vibrational shift. You're shifting from your polarized world of duality to freedom of heart unity. They're feeling the love. Things are happening. I'll leave it there, guys. And I don't think I'll be live tomorrow, but you never know. But I hope this helped whoever it was meant to help. It was interesting. 3 fucking hours. Oh my god, yeah, definitely hope it helped somebody. But yeah, see you later.